Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome officially to the Speakers Awards ceremony. How are you all doing? Good to see you. What an amazing opportunity to catch up again and see our wonderful speakers and have this amazing, amazing celebration. So, welcome if you're just joining us. Good to see you. Feel free to put on your camera. Of course, this is recorded and will be available on replay. So just bear that in mind. Hello, I can see some lovely speakers. Hi. Hi, ladies. Hi, Carmen. How are you? You're on mute.
Hello, how are you? So nice to be here and celebrate everybody today in this special day. One of the speakers said in the chat earlier today, just to celebrate, we have accomplished together because this is a togetherness thing. So very excited to be here.
Yeah, it is certainly together opportunity to get together again with our summit attendees, with our speakers, with those who have contributed something towards the summit. I am just so excited to see all of you, and it's been a while. I feel like the time has been flying. It's been what, nearly 3 weeks, 4 weeks since the summit. And I have missed you all. I know we do have our speakers catch up call, so that has been really, really amazing to just have that energy post summit. So, in today's event, as you all know, welcome. This is Speakers Awards ceremony with our wonderful speakers from the Women Thrive 2024 Summit, as well as, of course, our attendees, guests, our community members. I have my co host here, Abigail. Good to see you. What can you expect today? Well, we want to show you some snippets and highlights from the Women Thrive Summit. We want to do a little bit of a recap of the event and really all the amazing participation, wins, contributions, highlights from this incredible event. We have so much to share that we're probably going to be here for 2 hours today. So if you are available to stick around, please do. And of course, this will also be available on replay and it will be emailed out to our entire list. So great to be here. Abigail, how are you? How have you been since the summit?
Hello, hi everyone. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely to see everyone. Yeah, I've been really good, thank you. Really busy interviewing for our 2025 speakers, recording podcasts. Yeah, very busy and very excited just to witness the amazing women that are stepping onto the stage. And also just witnessing everything that you've all been doing, right? Since the summit, I see that you're all up to big things and it's been really lovely to witness.
Yes, for sure. If I may ask for everyone to please mute yourselves. Hold on, I will mute all at once. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Apologies for interference. And I'm excited to see some of our attendees here in the room today. I see some of our speakers. Hello, Bev. Good to see you. We got Brown here today. We got Julie, Wanda, Sarah, Melissa, Crystal, Hannah, Kylie, Dr. Maria, Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Hi, Judy. Good to see you, my love. Adrienne. Marie, Carmen, Polly, and many others who may not be able to see on camera yet. So see Veronica, Tanya, Rania, amazing, 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 Maria, Mariana. So if you feel called to, please feel free to put on your camera. This is going to be a wonderful celebration, opportunity to gather, opportunity to network. And in the chat below, please feel free and let us know where in the world you're joining us from and how could others connect with you. So this is going to be an amazing opportunity to connect with these incredible women. I don't think we ever had so many speakers all at once on the stage. I want to call on Adrienne. How are you today? Are you excited about the award ceremony?
Hi, everybody. Yes, I am. Sorry, I had to turn off my little heater that was running under my desk. I always have my heater blowing on my feet, even in the summertime. Anybody else have cold feet all the time? Yes, Abigail. Yeah. I'm doing really well. Things have been busy since the summit, but also just really lovely. And the aftermath was kind of, I don't know about anybody else, but I was sort of glowing for a very long time. And excited about today. It's so good to see you all. And I see some of the people that were attendees as well, which is lovely. Hello, everybody.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks, Adrienne. Wanda, hello. How are you doing? How are you feeling post summit?
Hey everybody, really good. Excited to be here and like have everybody together at the same time. So it's really awesome to be here. Excited. I shared with the ladies the last time we had a call together about the big changes in how I work and do things. And I really credit, the community here and giving me that push of courage that I needed that so many times I give to other people. So all's good.
Amazing. I love that. Encouraging. And, today is also about stepping into your leadership and celebrating your leadership, because not only you stepped into your thought leadership to share your message, to share your story, to educate others, inspire others, but also you're stepped into your leadership within your community. And I want to celebrate that and commend that, because in today's world, I think more and more people looking for leaders, inspirational women who have done things. And what really warms my heart is seeing so many of you all in one place, albeit virtually. But this is an incredible opportunity to get together and be part of a community that you feel at home with. Many of you behind the scenes have built beautiful, supportive, collaborative relationships. You've done some amazing podcast exchanges, social media lives, and created real collaborations and business partnerships, which has been amazing to witness. I was thinking about what I wanted to share today with all of you, and I wanted to share something that has been on my heart. And I have, as many of you, hold on a second. As many of you know, I have taken a few weeks off after this incredible summit because it's been an amazing year. We started our speakers intake around this time last year, and of course, doing the interviews. Then I went into my maternity leave in August and came right back 6 weeks later in September. And ever since, we've just been really preparing for this incredible event, preparing for the summit, doing showcases, networking events, and all sorts. And I took a break after a week after the summit to travel back home to London, to the UK, to see my family, my sister, and to see my partner. And I know we always encourage our speakers to celebrate their wins. And if you did take some time away from your business, or did you take some time to celebrate your wins? I'd love to hear from you in a chat. How did you celebrate your wins? For me, I thought, well, for me to celebrate the wins, we had our wonderful Easter celebration party at my sister's home. She just moved into a new, beautiful home, and it was a beautiful opportunity to kind of get away from the day-to-day life to an environment where perhaps it's not surrounded by business people, right? Taking a break from talking about work. And I don't know if you've ever been or stepped into an environment or an event where there are so many people in a room, but it's as if nobody is really hearing you, right? It's like it's la 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 la, right? And there are so many people in a room, but as if no one really sees you. No one is able to engage in a conversation that you are feeling passionate about. And the way I felt at this event or party with my family and friends, but well, it's such a great time to celebrate. And whilst I was at this event, I wanted to share this actually a moment of almost like a lightning strike that downloaded a powerful message for me during this gathering at my sister's home. And there was a lot of family friends. They just like, hey, how are you? How you been? Kind of on a surface level conversation. And having been through this experience with these women, we're used to deep conversations. We're used to talking about our missions, our goals, about women empowerment, about doing incredible things. And it's as if you step out of this environment and into the real world, and now you meet people, they're all busy with their own lives. They're all going about their own lives. They got families, jobs, careers, their own worries, pets, you name it. And it was interesting because I didn't even speak about my work or anything like that. And a couple hours later, I went outside and this lady came up to me, and I never met her in person, but she was a wife of one of our musicians. And she sat outside with me and she said to me, I see you. I see you. You've taken a break from your work, and I know you've been working really hard, and you're here with your family and your daughter and your mom and your partner, and I'm sure it's wonderful to celebrate it. And at that moment, I almost felt like there was a lightning strike that came on me. I finally felt seen by just one person in that room, whilst everybody just having conversations and you kind of mingle, but you don't really engage in a meaningful conversation with anyone. This lady came up to me and just started this conversation with me. And I don't know if I was really crying, but deep inside of me, my inner child was bawling, was literally crying her eyes out. That feeling of being seen, being heard, being understood, being seen by someone. And I feel like a lot of the times we go out into the real world and we wear masks. A lot of people wear masks because this is how the society expects us to show up, right? This is how we're seen to be. And what I want to say that in this environment that we have right here as a community, you're stepping into a community that are here to hold space for you, that are here to understand what you're going through. They are here to share the wins, the losses, the struggles, the challenges. And I want to say that when you step into this space, you don't have to wear a mask. And it's so liberating when we are seen, when we are understood, when what we do matters to someone. Because if you look at it on a grand scheme of things, it feels at times when we're speaking on social media, when we're advocating for our missions, for our grand plans, it feels like we're speaking into echo chamber and no one can hear us, right? But I want to say to you that there are so many people out in the world. Some people might be so preoccupied with their world, with their own worries, with their own careers, with their own families. But there is a community that is here for you. There is a community for you. There's an audience that care about what you do. And it matters to someone, right? And it was so interesting because at this event, all these amazing things, all these grand things, all these achievements that our speakers have had over the last few months, it's as if no, I couldn't really speak to anyone. I knew that if I was to speak to anyone in this room, nobody would really get it because it didn't mean anything to them. But remember, when you step into certain places, does it mean anything to the audience that you're speaking to? And I hope that as you come into this space and you hear our speakers, is because we brought together like-minded women from all walks of life, from all around the world, who have missions, but it means something in this environment because it means to you to have that transformation. You share the same vision, you share the same ambitions to grow, to expand, to be seen, to advocate for what is it that you do, to transform lives. Each and every one of you, I'm sure, have wonderful businesses with incredible missions, and you're here to change and transform some lives. And I want you to remember that there are audience who are waiting for you to step into your greatness. right? The next morning when I woke up after this event, that was the first thing that came to me. I was like, wow, how powerful is it when you are seen, when you are heard, when you are understood, when people understand what you've had to give up to be where you are today. What sacrifices did you have to make to be where you are today? What struggles did you have to go through to be here, to still survive, to not throw in a towel, to pursue your vision another day, even when the challenges are real, right? And it's amazing when you get to share this space with women who get it. And that's what I wish for all of you, to be in a room with people who see you, who understand you, who celebrate you, and who can share a laugh, who can share a tear, who can share your wins, who can share your joys. And they get it. They get it that you have a bigger vision. You have a goal that is meaningful to you and hopefully to somebody else. So that's a little snippet I wanted to share today with you all. And you can toggle with the gallery view. I'll be switching between speakers and I'll have some slides and I'll be switching between different views. So you can do the same with just in the top right hand side corner, gallery view or speaker view. So, ladies, who's ready to begin our Speakers Award ceremony? Are you excited? Yes, I'm certainly excited to do that today as well. You know what I missed the most? Actually, the playlist from the Women Thrive Summit. The music was incredible. I don't have Joe on the decks today, so I don't have any music prepared. So we're gonna have to sing and dance ourselves. Abby, how did you celebrate your wins after the summits, or how's post summit for you?
Well, I'm still going to be celebrating actually, because I've planned some trips away. So that is going to be my way of celebrating. But we also got to meet up when you were in London, and we went to see some inspiring talks at TEDx, and we had a couple of cocktails, didn't we, in Brighton, in my hometown. But I think, you know, it was really important to take that time just to really reflect on everything that we have created together. It's been an incredible collaboration, and I think, you know, we're so conditioned, aren't we, to just tick the boxes, right? That's been done, next. And actually, when we can stand still and give ourselves that space and time to really reflect on how far we've come on this journey, that's what I did. And I was, you know, we were celebrating all of you when Raimonda and I met up. So I'm very, very excited to share this space with you today.
Amazing. Yes, it was great. And you know, there was a saying that I shared in one of the talks that I delivered, that when you become a great speaker and you start to share your story and step into your power and your purpose, I say that your story or your name has your name will be mentioned in rooms where your foot have not stepped into yet. And that's the power of your story. And what really, I took that moment when we met up with Abigail at Soho House in Brighton, and we're sitting at the table ordering our cocktails. And I was like, we've got 10 minutes before they tell us to shut our laptops down. Let's talk about the speaker nominations. And we're going through the names and we're talking about different speakers and, you know, how they created massive impact. And it was so interesting to actually observe ourselves talking about the women that are not even there, but they've been present. They left impact. They left legacy. They left empowerment. And that was so interesting to have that experience, but also know that the women we're spotlighting through this process, not just those who have been nominated, not just those who are going to win. They're all incredible women. And they all share the same mission of empowering others, supporting others, making a difference in this world. And there were so many to celebrate. And we could only pick so many of you. And I'm super proud. Can I just say how proud I am from the first moment when we connected with a lot of these speakers to the moment when they took the stage at the Women Thrive Summit? They have gone through this chrysalis process of butterfly being born. And when you had your moment on the summit, you really were shining. The spotlight was on you, but you were shining. You were really stepping to your greatness, stepping into your purpose, stepping into your empowerment. And I believe when we own our story and we step into our story unapologetically with a mission and a purpose, we make deep connections and we create ripple effects. Not only do we liberate ourselves, we empower ourselves, but we empower others through the power of our mission, through the power of our story. And that has been so wonderful to see, because I have connected with quite a few attendees after the summit, and their feedback of just observing you in your greatness has just been so beautiful. And I wish we could keep on doing this every week of the year. But that's why it is special. You know, we get to do it once a year and we get to come back and celebrate after the summit. Now, I have some slides prepared, but I just want to say hello to a few more ladies before we do that. Catherine, you're in attendance this year of the Women Thrive Summit. How are you feeling? How is the summit for you? Catherine Mullen? Mhm.
Well, I was invited by Dawn and I didn't know. It's very easy for me. If somebody in my community is somewhere and doing something, why wouldn't I be there? And it's a very pleasant surprise. I thank her for the invite. And I think this is the second time I've come in here and I'm amazed at the quality of meaningful and meaningless conversation is what I would say. I really appreciate all of you. When I look and I see I see smiles and glowing, and your energy is so beautiful. It's nice to take a break from the business mind and look at the soul. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
beautiful. I certainly hope you get to build some meaningful relationships here and meet some other ladies maybe you haven't got to meet during the summit yet. Hello, Mariana. How are you? How's your experience on the summit?
Hi, Raimonda. I'm doing great. I mean, I met through the Superwoman Symposium, through Bea, many of the women, and I saw many of them back here. And I love the authenticity, I love the honesty, and I love how they all speak from their hearts, everyone individually. And just what you shared, I sensed your honesty when you said you were seen. And I feel there is so much power in these communities and in these women that it's just, the ripple effect is just amazing. And I've been seeing the ladies here and there, and I'm following, and I feel like I'm growing my community. And thank you for doing this.
I appreciate that.
Happy to be here and to celebrate.
Amazing. Thank you for being here. Lovely. We got lovely Elizabeth here today, who is a headline speaker from the summit. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello, hello. It's so good to see you all, and it is always such a pleasure, Ray, to hear your voice. There's just such a richness and juiciness to it. It's always so relaxing to listen to you. And so I'm so excited to see you all. And what I would say about the summit is really thinking about the power of your story. Each and every one of you who shared your story it really opened my heart so much because you opened your heart and soul to as well to share. And that is where the power of transformation comes into play, not only for you, but to help unlock others' hearts and souls to transform as well. So thank you so much for each and every one of you for sharing your stories and the passion you brought to the summit. It was very eye-opening and heart-opening, and this is just the beginning for you. Wherever you are in your journey, this is just the next beginning of that next evolution, and you spreading those butterfly wings even further. So thank you. And thank you, Ray, for having me part of this. It's such an honor.
Good to have you here, Elizabeth. I can't wait to see you in person, hopefully in Austin next
I
month.
know. Can't wait.
Amazing. Well, I want to say a special hello to Marie Ferguson, who's actually hosting her own summit this week, and we got to catch up yesterday. How are you?
Hi, everybody. I am so pumped for this. It's just after 4 a.m. I know there's a few other Aussies that are just so dedicated to be in this room, and it's just a powerhouse room. And I've loved connecting with as many of you as I have. And I've just really thoroughly enjoyed this experience and just absorbing all of the mentorship, just the humanness, also the leadership. Like, I'm sad this is ending, and I'm just so blessed to be here. So I'm feeling beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's not the end yet, because I do have some surprises up in up in the air for you ladies today. Sorry, Elizabeth, did you want to share anything before?
No, I was trying to put a heart and I accidentally put my hand up. Sorry.
That's all right. Anybody else feel called to share before we turn over into our event proceeds? If you feel called to share, feel free. Very quickly,
Yes,
yeah, go ahead.
yes, hello everyone. I am Tanja of Phenomenal Cosmetics Incorporated, and I am so thrilled to be here today. I was so elated when I received the email asked to join today. So I want to say congratulations to all the speakers, also as well to the host. Your words are so powerful and beautifully said. And I'm just so grateful and thankful to be here and to connect with everyone that's here today on this platform. So I'm so grateful and thankful, and I always enjoy myself every time that I'm a part of these events.
Oh, thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. Feel free to drop your links in the comments for everyone to connect with you.
Yes, I definitely will. Thank you as well.
Fantastic. Bev, how are you doing? You launched your book during the week of the summit. I was watching a little bit of your replay of the talk.
Yes, it was, I tell you what a great experience. And again, all of the speakers were fabulous. It certainly was a memorable occasion for me. I felt like it was almost like a coming out party. And because I was, in person as well as virtual and launched the book. And we celebrated. We actually took that moment. It was a few hours after, and we were in Denver, and we celebrated at the Brown Hotel. We had afternoon tea and champagne, and just had a wonderful time. So it was just such a wonderful season for me. And I can't thank you and all of the women enough, because in many ways, when you work for a corporation for so many years, as I did with J&J, that becomes a part of your identity. And to be able to transition to my own brand, and to actually share that with the world, this is the stage that gave me the opportunity to do that. So I really am appreciative, and got a few folks, reaching out, which is exciting. And I'm getting great feedback on the book. So thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Bev. That was such a highlight moment for me as well. Just having you delivering a talk live in person with the audience, and also streaming it and kind of doing combined celebration and launch of your book. It was just, I was like, wow, I can't believe we're actually experiencing this moment right now.
It was definitely memorable for me. And I must say I stretched myself, but I needed to do that because sometimes we literally just have to step up and step in and seize the moment. And this platform enabled me to do that. So nothing but joy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
appreciate it. Well, there was somebody else also who seized the moment. She presented on day one of the Women Thrive Summit, and we thought we hit 2 record buttons and we never recorded her session. So lo and behold, on Tuesday afternoon, I'm like, there is no recording of Bay Marie's talk. So Bay Marie, you seized the opportunity to deliver your talk twice.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm truly grateful for that. I was ecstatic after the first time. I was nervous and completely lost the weekend before. So when you said, "Ooh, we don't have a recording," all of the emotions from the weekend came back. I was sweating. And I was like, "Oh no, I hide under a rock. No, nothing is gonna happen." And there was nope. I'm going to do it again. Yes, I'm going to do it again. Let's do this again. That was fun. And I just remembered how I felt after the first time. I was like, oh my God, this time I'm going to feel even better. And then I thought, and if they don't record it, that doesn't matter, because it's just, it's going to be a second time. It's just going to be fun. So let's just have fun with it. And that was actually like, there was this moment I felt like something just like cracked open. Like, when you prepare for something and then you do it and you deliver it and you're like, oh, that was good. Okay, I feel good. It feels really good. But then you can do it again without the pressure of having to deliver it. Then it was, and it was so fun. And it was like, I loved it. So thank you so much for having me do it again.
Yeah, you're amazing. We had a test run before the summit with Bay Marie. So essentially we got to watch her talk 3 times, which was amazing. I'd watch it all over again, to be honest.
Oh, thank you.
Hannah, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm just sitting here, just taking in all of your just beautiful faces and just, I mean, what privilege to be in this space with all of you. Like, I haven't stopped since the summit in true Hannah style. I've just gone, straight to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And today I had my amazing talk with Marie and her incredible summit, and again it just brought back so many wonderful feels of that real fire when you're speaking live, even if it is online, when you're doing it in the moment and you're never quite sure what's going to come out of your mouth, and the excitement of that. And I was so looking forward to seeing everybody this evening. And I'm just sat here just taking it all in.
Yeah, absolutely. Bronwyn.
Hello, everyone. I just feel so honored to be a part of this group with such fabulous, diverse, empowering women. And I'm here excited to hear that you have something else up your sleeve. So, because I don't want to let go of such a wonderful collaborative group. I'm also very excited because I am also with Marie on her wonderful panel this evening of experts. So I'm super excited to be collaborating with her on that across the world. But quick funny story. I did holiday for 2 weeks. I tried very much to unplug. And you and I were so close, right? I mean, Valencia, I was in Madrid for part of the time, but I had a client reach out. Not a client. I had someone who wanted to go through my coaching certification. Her application was phenomenal. I quickly responded to her, didn't pay attention to where she was located just because I loved her background and so forth. Quick shot an email to her. Here she was in Madrid. and I was in Madrid. So I said, let's meet for coffee. And instead of doing a virtual interview, I can interview you in person. So I did do a little bit of work, but she's fabulous. And she'll be going through my coaching certification and joining my team. But the key that I didn't say is she found me through the summit.
Wow.
So, that was huge.
Yeah.
And so now it looks like I'll have a coach in Spain also. So it was fabulous. So thank you.
Oh, so excited. I told you, Rowan, you need to take it global.
Uh-huh. It's happening quickly.
I love that. I love that. That's amazing. And the work that you're doing with kids coaching, so needed. And the fact that you bring other people along with you, and that's what I'm really passionate about. Why do it alone when you can do it together?
Mm-hmm.
When you can bring
Absolutely.
your community, those who are stakeholders, those who share the same vision, the same passion, the same goals. I advocate for that because there is power in the numbers. You don't have to be alone on this journey. And, there was some time ago, I was trying to launch something on my own, and I thought, why am I doing this? And it feels so stressful and heavy and a lot. When invite your community to be part of it, to co-create with you, and you can create bigger ripple effects, you can create more impact, and more people can be part of your vision. So I encourage you. And if you feel you're connected, inspired, sometimes you just see someone on screen and you feel the energy and you think, I need to just connect with that person. I just need to know what they do. So please put on your cameras, be here, be present, because you never know who might be feeling your energy and vibration through the screen. Let's kick things off. I love hearing from you, and we're gonna pick up on a few people to kind of just share a few bits throughout the next bit of proceeds. But I am going to share my slides in just a moment. Bear with. Brilliant. Can you all see my slides? Is that good? Yay! Well, welcome to Speakers Award Ceremony. This year in 2023, we had more than 1,100 amazing applicants from all around the world. Inspirational women, women who are doing amazing things, some women who have been speaking on stages for decades, some who are just starting out in speaking, some who have never spoken on stage before. And we've gone through nearly 6 months of interviewing and selection process and getting to know these women and bringing them on board to be part of this phenomenal event. Now, Women Thrive Summit has been around since 2020, since we had to turn our in-person events to virtual events. And honestly, it has been a blessing in disguise to be able to do this work, but more so to find and meet so many other women who share the same mission of empowering other people. And there's one question that I always ask when we're interview speakers is, what do you want to get out of this journey? What do you want to get out of being a speaker on the Women Thrive Summit? And whilst we do a lot of amazing collaboration and visibility opportunities and all sorts, and being speaker and growing your business, most people and most of you who are speakers on this stage have said to us, I just want to impact one person's life. I just want to make an impact. That's why I'm here. And I know that women who has joined us on this mission, on this stage this year, they share the same mission and purpose. They share the vision. They know why they're here. They got their assignment. They are here to make an impact. So I'm grateful for all of our speakers who joined this journey in 2013 to be speakers at 2014 Summit, as well as our amazing co-host, Abigail Rebecca, who's been phenomenal. I can't say enough good words about Abby, who has just been mentoring and supporting our speakers and really empowering them and making sure that our women feel confident and seen and heard and celebrated. So, Abigail, thank you for picking up work when I wasn't able to as well, when I was on maternity leave. I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks, Abby. Anything you want to share before we begin? Kind of just a bit of a let's get started on the awards, Abby.
Oh, from me, yeah, thank you so much, Ramonda. You know, I've spoken to a lot of people just recently about speaking on the 2025 summit stage, and I sort of share the story of how we were connected. And you know, before I kind of stepped into this role and this beautiful collaboration that we're doing now, I really just loved everything that was being created. You know, you can see, you can feel the vision, you can feel the energy, and it's bigger than all of us. And when we talk about Women Thrive, we're not just talking about Women Thrive the business, we're talking about every single one of you. Every single one of you has created this beautiful movement and this incredible opportunity to connect and to collaborate. And you know, I just describe it as this ball of energy, like this beautiful ball of energy that just moves forward with purpose and vision. And tonight really, or this morning, wherever you are in the world, but for me it's tonight really marks this. So enjoy every single moment of this, ladies, because you are just incredible. And I know that you're already up to big things. I know that you are, but I can't wait to see you, what you create, and the big things that you're stepping into.
Thank you, Abby. Appreciate that. So that's Abby, that's myself, host of the Women Thrive Summit and founder of the Women Thrive Media. I won't go into detail of who I am. I'm sure many of you already know me. But today I also wanted to say that our amazing speakers have been spotlighted in the Women Thrive magazine, and I'm so proud of our March issue that spotlighted all of our speakers on it. And there are still women's stories being spotlighted in our magazine. So definitely we recommend that you grab yourself a copy of it, check it out, read these women's stories on our digital magazine. And I feel always inspired about seeing your articles in our magazine. So if you do want to get featured as well, you can certainly check it out. It's been a year around the sun in print for the Women Thrive magazine, and I'm so, so proud for all of these covers that we've created. Abby was on the April cover, and we've got May cover coming in shortly. We got Christine on the next cover, Veronica, who was in February, Jane, who was our January issue, myself and Abby, who highlighted the collaboration over competition issue in December, and many others that we got to feature. So do make sure you grab yourself a copy, digital or in print, to be just inspired by our amazing women. So Women Thrive Summit 2024 Virtual Awards Ceremony, here to celebrate our amazing women who have stepped into their power and purpose and delivered magical talks, have exceptional contribution to the platform and in their own communities and leadership. Now, first up, I want to nominated Rising Star Speakers. This is such a important for us nomination because these speakers have stepped into the role of speaking more or less for the first time through the Women Thrive platform. When they applied and when they became speakers on our platform, they either had a little speaking experience or they have not spoken before. I think I'm not mistaken here. But what you may not know, that 30% of our stage is dedicated to first-time speakers. Why? The reason why we want to spotlight first-time speakers because there are not enough stages for women to shine. There are not enough stages that embrace first-time speakers and take on women who may not have had so much experience. And for me, it's really pivotal part of women empowerment when you see women, when you bring them up, when you bring them on stage, when you allow them the opportunity to do something that they may have never done before, but have become amazing at doing it. So today I want to spotlight the Rising Star Speakers nominees. So Abigail, do you want to spotlight our nominees for this category?
Yes, absolutely. So, Crystal, I think I saw you on the call. Congratulations on being nominated.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Ray, for all you've created here.
What is it, Crystal, that really stood out for you this year, speaking on the stage?
Well, the funny story is that I really prepared for it, and I was like calm and cool beforehand. I exercised in the morning, listened to the playlist, like took my time. I was feeling good. And as soon as I started talking, that all went out the window, and I was like super amped up. But because of that, I'm so glad to have it behind me, because I had the confidence, I just didn't have the experience. So that really stood out to me from the summit, and listening to so many other people, like what was really inspiring, and like what really the energy that people brought. That's just like what really stood out to me. So I learned a whole lot through this.
Well, Crystal, we've really enjoyed having you on our stage. I remember very clearly that first conversation that I had with you, and we've seen you grow in your confidence and really nailing your messaging, like so clear about what you do. And yeah, it's just been a real pleasure. So thank you so much for stepping onto our stage this year, and congratulations.
Thank you for
on your
Thank you for this
nomination.
nomination. Yes, this is like my favorite nomination I could have been nominated for. So thank you for that.
That's always good to know. Thank you so much, Crystal. So next we have Kay McCready. Where are you, Kay? I saw you. Please.
Hey, I'm here.
There she is. Not in yellow today, Kay. Kay's normally in yellow. It's her signature color.
The reason I'm not in yellow is because I'm currently on holiday in Crete, because when Ray was talking before about celebrating how we celebrate, at the end of the summit, I decided to celebrate myself for all of the things that I've achieved this year with the Women's Thrive Summit. And I booked a holiday. So I'm currently in Crete as we speak. And it's not good to wear yellow because you get bombarded with flies and mosquitoes.
Well, congratulations, Kay, for your nomination. And I love the fact that you are celebrating in Crete. I wish that we could be there with you. What was it like stepping onto the Women Thrive stage? I know you were very early on in your speaking career experience. What was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. It was scary. It was exciting. It was everything, really. It is the first time I've spoken on a global stage. I've spoken in front of 30 people locally to me, probably about the week before the Women Thrive Summit applications came out. And I actually said to my partner, oh, I've done that now. It was amazing. I loved it. I'm going to speak globally. So I applied, not really thinking that I would actually be successful. So every step of the way for me has been completely getting out of my comfort zone, but also staying in my safety zone as well. So it's been an amazing, incredible experience for me. I've achieved so much for myself, like my own personal growth. I've met some incredible people. I've done things that I never even dreamt I would do. I've spent 28 years as a police officer, being judged for every word I've ever said, being watched, monitored, like not being able to be myself really, because everything I've said, there's been a consequence to it. So this year really has helped me to discover who I am and start to speak about who I am and be authentic in the message that I want to bring out to the world. So it's been amazing. So thank you all for the opportunity.
That's wonderful, Kay. And I have to say, I think it's a minimal amount of times that you didn't come onto the calls. I mean, you were very, very active on the calls, you know, really coming in from a space of collaboration and connection. And it was really lovely to witness. So congratulations, Kay, on your nomination.
Thank you.
Marie, I know that we've already spoken to you. It's very early there, but can I just say how you are definitely a morning person. You are glowing at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, thank you. I have a big light over here that's actually helping with that. But no, I'm so excited to be here, and even just to be nominated in this caliber of women is just so phenomenal.
Marie, we've really enjoyed having you not only speak on our stage, but, you know, to be so proactive within our community, being part of the incredible team as well from Brisbane, Australia, with our Women Thrive Talks Australia, which was so amazing to see. And I don't know if you've seen in the our Women Thrive magazine this month, but I think it's either a 4, maybe even a 5-page spread that we have in there with those beautiful, vibrant colors. How was that, being able to have that opportunity to not only speak on the virtual stage, but also to be able to be part of that beautiful in-person event as well with Women Thrive?
Oh, there's something really magical about being in a physical space with women, and you know, that beautiful inspiration of seeing Thrive Talks Valencia and these ideas of, you know, this concept of, well, you know, let's bring it to the people, let's bring women into space and give that platform not only in the global online space, but in person too. And I loved Ray's concept. What was like, let's just throw TED Talks this way and let's do Thrive Talks. I'm like, yeah, let's bring that down here. And when I shared that idea with Ray, I'm like, hey, why don't we do it here? Because you've got all of these amazing like Aussies that are like nearby. She's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. And we pulled that together in like 2 months. You know, it was around Christmas time. We like started planning it and bringing all the women together, and just to actually have those amazing women, Marissa, Lauren, Cherie, Tina fly over from New Zealand, who was last year's speaker, myself, who else? Caroline from last year as well. I feel like I've missed somebody. But just to have the women in the space was really inspiring, and to step more into my leadership, to organize, to work with amazing people to bring that together was phenomenal. And it just stepped me up into this next level that I'm like, I actually really love doing this. So that was really powerful. And the women in the space, like one of the comments was like, I'm so glad I came to this day. This is exactly what I needed. And that piece about using our stories to inspire others, to open hearts, to relate, like this is why I love doing this. So it was beautiful.
Thank you, Maria, and I really want to honour your leadership with that event. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved and created. We're so proud of you, and you know, a great example of the, you know, the incredible opportunities that we can create together when we collaborate. You know, Raimonda talks a lot about competition. Collaboration over competition, and we've been pitted against each other as women for far too long, you know, highly conditioned to compete with one another and to be jealous of one another. And actually this just shows the power of women coming together. We create magic, and that's a force to be reckoned with. Right. So just beautiful to witness. Thank you so much, Marie. And thank you for coming on so early as well. We really appreciate it. You're always on early doors and we love it. Congratulations again. So we also have Marissa, who's been nominated. I don't think that Marissa is on the call. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Marissa is also based in Australia, just near to you, Marie, just outside of Brisbane, or maybe in Brisbane. But I was having a conversation with Marissa the other week, and she was telling me about all the incredible speaking opportunities that she has been involved in. I was speaking to her. She'd just flown over to America. She'd had some speaking opportunities there. She'd been speaking on a big stage with some really big names in Las Vegas. And she was sharing with us all the other opportunities that she has coming through the year. And this is one of the things that I say again and again, you know, you speak on a platform like this and it gives you the confidence, and it also gives you the social proof. People start to listen, they start to see you as a speaker, and actually the opportunities that can come from the back of that is really incredible. So please give a very big virtual applause to all of our nominated speakers. I am going to hand over to the beautiful Ramonda to reveal
Don't touch the keyboard.
Our surprise winner.
I'm so sorry if I ruined the surprise. You did not see anything. We closed our eyes. But I'm super excited and honored to have these amazing speakers and have our publicly voted winner of the Rising Star Speaker Awards to wonderful Kay McCready. Congratulations, Kay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You're amazing. So well deserved. You had so many people come out to support you. You have been nothing but consistent in your showing up and your commitment and your transformation to this whole process. And I think it's so well deserved win. Kay, over to you. How does it feel?
Brilliant.
Congrats, Kay. Your acceptance speech. I don't know if you've practiced one yet.
No, I haven't. Oh, honestly, it's been so incredible. I can't actually believe it. I mean, all of the women, all 52 of the women who've been on this platform are amazing in everything they've done, all of the speeches, all of the work they do, the messages they put out there to the world, the mission, everything is just incredible. And to even be here and to be part of this and be part of that experience, and then to be nominated for the award and then to win it. Oh my God.
Now you can for real go celebrate it.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I can't believe it. It's yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Honestly, so well deserved. I think everybody in the category were amazing. Don't get me wrong. But okay, I think he just so well deserved, really. And just huge congratulations. It's been a pleasure and a wonder to have you on this platform. So, okay, we'll be receiving our beautiful awards for Rising Star Speaker. Use as you wish, and maybe put it on the wall or social media, however you like. But we're just so proud to present this beautiful award to you. Couple things from Kay. Actually, I was going back on her talk today. And I wanted to pick out just a little moment from the talk. Bear with, I might need to reshare my screen just for a second. I wanted to pick out some snippets from the summit because I think there were some key moments that really left us inspired. And that's what I wanted to do today. Bear with. I'm going to just bring up my screen to share again. Bear with. Too many buttons to press. 1 second. I hope you don't mind, Kay, me sharing a snippet from your talk. Let's go ahead and have a listen.
Now I'm living an awesome life. A life that I love. A life that I feel awesome, that I feel happy, that I feel alive, where I understand myself. I've got so much awareness, so much knowledge and true understanding of the things that happen to me. and that they don't have to define me. I get to choose how I want to feel every day. And now I know how to create that every day, and I do. But before I knew anything about what trauma was, I just thought that my childhood experiences, that they were just normal. But then made my body start doing things to protect itself without me even realizing. I had this survival mode on without even knowing. I thought I was just being strong. But really, I was always on edge, trying to keep the peace.
So that was just a quick snippet from Kay's talk. And what I really loved about Kay's topic is really dealing with that emotional trauma and being empowered through that. So her talk was empowering your inner warrior, building emotional resilience after trauma. And there was a lot of conversations during the summit around trauma. And I just loved how Kay has really presented that trauma can manifest itself in so many different ways. And how can we be more empowered and emotionally savvy, really, to deal with it? So, thanks so much for your incredible work. The work that you're doing is so important. And I hope that you are going to be spotlighted on many more stages. And if you didn't get to read Kay's article, her interview in the Women Thrive magazine, please do that. I think she was featured in the March magazine, if I'm not mistaken. And I just loved this spread. So I just had to spotlight it really quickly here. Before we go on, I wanted to share something. There's a button, or I want you to type in the womenthrivesummit.com VIP-speakers / Macready. Because we have just finished creating some of our VIP speaker pages for our wonderful speakers. And I told you that perhaps if you have been as a speaker on this journey with us, the journey is not over yet. And for those of you who have been nominated, for those of you who won the awards, but also those who have had the VIP speaking opportunity on our stage, you are now being invited to be part of our brand new and exclusive opportunity to be part of our speakers agency. Now, this has been a long time coming on our roadmap because we want to spotlight more women. We want to create opportunities, speaking opportunities, stages for women, and really help them expand their horizons. So many women speak on our stage and maybe they never pursue speaking engagements again. So we want to make sure that women who we have spotlighted on our stage, they have opportunities to go on to do more speaking. So for those of you who have been featured on our stage already, because you are pre-qualified, we already work together, we can already represent you, we are opening the doors to the speakers agency June the 2nd, and we're putting out our speakers for more global opportunities. So whether you want to be paid speaker, you want to be featured on different stages, we are going to be reaching out for incredible opportunities and making sure that our women are being continued to be spotlighted on global stage. Abigail, I know as a team member, you knew about this this announcement to come. If anyone wants to share anything, if you're feeling excited about it. Go ahead. Adrienne, anything you want to share? I see you smiling, excited.
I was just thinking of all of just a bunch of things just popped into my head and nothing really specific, but my brain just kind of exploded with just excitement and thinking about all the opportunities that's going to bring for so many people, but I want to hear all the details.
Yes. Well, there aren't too many details. We're working behind the scenes to create amazing speaker pages right now and make sure that you are represented and presented professionally. And myself, I'm traveling to United States end of May to have some meetings with event organizers and people in the speaking industry. And I'm really excited to take with me all of you to the places, to the meetings, to the opportunities where speakers are being sought after, and present yourselves to the world out there, because I know there's a huge need for speakers. I believe that women speaking on stages are being underrepresented. And I believe that, especially in our online space, again, a lot of people are being overlooked. There aren't enough opportunities in the big industry events and conferences that are being available to women who are self-starters, who are entrepreneurs. And that's why I wanted to make sure that we create a platform and a stage where women can not only be seen and heard, but also take their speaking to the next level. Catherine, you raise your hand.
I did raise my hand because congratulations on putting this together. About 30 years ago, I worked for Roger Staubach at the time, and he represented speakers. And the best speakers that came in were their stories of people. And not to say that the famous people that speak on stages, like the Tony Robbins and the Zig Ziglars and all of them, wonderful. But the best speakers that made the impact to his 1,100 professionals were the speakers he represented. Unfortunately, all male. But at the time, it was phenomenal how the impact in business that they all made and how he ran that Speakers Association. And I don't remember one woman's face in that. So now when I look at this, I say congratulations to you to find that many women that have something to say to other people. So congratulations.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. And I can relate to what you just said, because most time, the first time speakers leave the biggest imprint on our stages. And I can totally relate with that. So thank you for saying that. I'm huge champion of women. And as you see, diversity for me, it's just really important. And when I look at all these women just on screen, it makes me really emotional to know that we have such representation from many industries, many ages, races, backgrounds, to be truly representative of so many women globally. So thank you. Tanya.
Yes, hi everyone. I wanted to say congratulations to everyone that has become a part of the Speakers Award, and congratulations to all the winners. And I just want to tell all of the nominees to continue to, be great at what you do. Continue to be the beautiful, you know, lady that you are, the beautiful queen that God has created you to be. And I just want to as well say hi to everyone that's here also. And I hope everyone, wherever you are, is having a fantastic and phenomenal day.
Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Next up, I wanted to share another little snippet from one of our wonderful speakers before we go on to the next nomination. And for me, Judy has been such an amazing, I can't even describe it, just a wonderful person to have on our summit. So inspirational. She has had fair share of challenges along the way in the last 1 year, but she kept on rising up despite those challenges and kept being inspired and inspiring others, taking action. She spotlighted so many, I don't even know how many, but many of our speakers on her TV show, in her magazine, interviewed them, handled it personally, opened her platform for the opportunities, and delivered a phenomenal talk. So there is a short snippet from Judy Mario.
Fine. Okay, let's go with the questions. Are you ready? Okay. Have you ever felt like you are less than enough? Have you ever felt like you could have, you should have, you would have been better, been more, had something more, done something more? I see some ones popping up. Thank you for agreeing with me here. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought it was somebody else's fault that you didn't become all that you could be? Or maybe you thought you would have been more if only you'd had different parents, gone to a different school, married a different man. Have you ever thought any of those things? Yes, I'm sure we all have. I mean, I think back and I think, whoa, boy, I did some weird things. But we're not talking about the past here today. What we're talking about is the future. And I want to talk about you being future focused because you can do nothing about the past, but you can do everything about the future. And the truth of the matter is, you are where you are today because that's exactly where you're supposed to be. You had all those lessons and all those experiences so you could be there today where you are and ready to take that next step. So I want you to face this. Your best is good enough. If you're giving it the best you've got every day, that's good enough. If you're fulfilling your potential, that's good enough. We don't care what anybody else says. You know, we've had all this programming all of our lives of you should do this, you shouldn't do that, you could do this. Forget about that. We're future focused and you are more than enough exactly as you are. You know,
Yay! This was Judy Mario. She's phenomenal. Not only she's been speaking on stages for decades, and have been making global impact, but I'm such an honor to spotlight her on our stage. So she is one of our nominees for Positive Impact Speakers, and this is just a snippet of all the amazing talks that we have had at the Women Thrive Summit. I have been truly inspired by all of these ladies. Hannah, who have had her own incredible journey on the summit of transformation. Crystal, who had beautiful baby boy right before, 2 weeks before the summit, and carried a life inside of her whilst preparing for the summit, running 2 businesses and doing other amazing things. Melissa, who we got to meet in person at the Women Thrive retreat in November, and actually got to see her at a live stage at the Thrive Talks, and her powerful mission to transform lives uh, with holistic therapy. Sorry, that word got stuck in there for me. And of course, Judy Mario, who has been spotlighted on our stage. Um, Abigail, who would you like to just have a little chit chat before we announce our winners?
I would love to have a little chit chat with Hannah because Hannah has been up to big things, as all of our speakers have. But Hannah, you've just been running your own. Oh my goodness, I can't remember. It's called like an event, like a
Festival.
festival. Why did I forget that? I'm a festival girl.
I
Like, how could I forget that name? Hannah, how was that, and how was it speaking on the Women Thrive stage?
I think speaking on the Women Thrive stage really helped me with my confidence with the festival. So I had a crazy idea back in 2018 that I was fed up of traveling the country to perform in other people's country music festivals and other people's gigs, and I was getting old and I was getting tired and I didn't want to travel anymore. And I had a crazy idea one day to set up my own. And that was 2018, the first festival was in 2019. We've just technically had our 4th year, although I think it should be our 6th year or something like that, but we won't mention the pandemic. And yeah, the week before I was ready to quit, ready to throw it all in. But I think the Women Thrive and being surrounded by such incredible women who are constantly overcoming obstacles and overcoming hurdles, I just kept going. And oh my gosh, the weekend was amazing. And I had a moment where I stood back and I realized what I'd done. And I realized the amount of people that I'd brought together. And that led me back to thinking about you, Ray, and the women that you bring together, and just to be able to create just that little piece of magic in my little corner of the world, in my little pocket of the world, was just such a magical moment. And I don't know what next year brings, but I'm already starting to step out of my comfort zone and think about how I can continue having an impact in that world and stop shying away from it. And I think that's something Women Thrive has really shown me, is just if you've got a little spark, follow it and you figure it out later.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I just really want to honor you and your vulnerability. One of the most powerful, oh, we're still playing. Judy's still going.
Her pardon
Still
me.
there.
Always for Judy.
Always.
Pardon me. How about we
She's
get
always
Judy for
going.
real on stage?
Yeah, absolutely. Bring her on.
Sorry to interrupt you, Abby, there. Do we have lovely Judy on the decks? Yes, we do. Hi, Judy. Oh, you're just to unmute.
So sorry, I was trying to be quiet. Hi, I'm here. I apologize to Hannah that I kept popping up all during her little talk just now. That shouldn't have happened, but I love her. She's wonderful. In fact, all of these ladies have been absolutely marvelous from the very, very beginning. And I just want to say thank you, Ray, to you, to Abigail, to your team. You've made this a powerful, powerful experience for me this year. I had done a lot of speaking on stages, but very little speaking on the internet. So this has been a new challenge, and it's been wonderful. I've learned a lot. I've met great people. I've had lots of opportunities presented to me as a result of being here. And I just so appreciate that everybody that I've dealt with. I mean, because a lot of these girls have been on my television show, and they've just been absolutely fabulous guests. And some of them have written wonderful articles for our Choices magazine. And they've just supported my goals. And in supporting my goals, I'm trying to help them support their goals, because in my lifetime, I felt it's my responsibility to inspire, inform, and uplift other people. And they're doing the same thing, and it's been marvelous.
Judy, despite all of those challenges you faced last year, and it felt like it kept on coming. Every few weeks you'll come back and there's something else drastic happening in your life. What kept you going? What kept you getting up and finding new meaning and purpose in every day?
I would have to say it was my upbringing with my mother, and the fact that she was that way. My mother was an incredible woman who supported my goals and my dreams, and she always told me that you could be and do and have anything that you wanted in life if you were willing to work hard enough and know what you had to give up. And she always said things were figure outable. So if you just didn't know how to do something, you could figure it out. So with having the upbringing with her and having the belief I have in God and in my my spiritual being, I think that's what kept me getting up, because boy, I've never been knocked down so many times in 1 year in my entire life, and it was difficult. But you know, the girls here, all the ladies that were in this, they were so great. You know, they would call me or see how I was or talk to me or say get up and go again, you know. And it was just a wonderful experience. I don't know if I'd have gotten through the year without them. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna miss having them, because we've been together so much, you know, this year, and I've just kind of hang on to them.
You're still going to have them, certainly, and we're still here for you. It's just been wonderful to watch you rise through all these challenges, and you were certainly one of my highlights of this year, Judy, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, all of these phenomenal speakers have made positive impact not only on our stage, in their communities, through their work, through their commitment, through their vision, and the perseverance that they have had. So, all of these nominees are absolutely worthy of winning. And I'm glad we didn't have to choose the winners because the audience did. So, by public vote, the winner of Positive Impact Speaker Award goes to Crystal Jugarap. And congratulations, Crystal, as someone coming into speaking realm and have been a mama this year. You are so, so well deserved for the impact you're making. Please feel free to unmute and share something.
Okay, let me try not to get too emotional and not too loud. I actually have baby on my lap. Judy was already going to make me start crying. But this is such an incredible, I don't know, recognition and just testament to one of my mottos is to live loudly passionate. And my talk, for anyone that was there, was all about community. And it really is thanks to community that this has come to fruition, from just being a part of this amazing group of women and for everything that you've done, Ray, and your team. I think, when we had our first interview, I was like, oh my gosh, everything that Ray is doing, like, that is what I aspire to do. And I think our missions are so aligned with just wanting to support other women. And bringing it back to the start of this award ceremony when we were talking about the power of your story and the power of just being in a room of people that see you and understand you, that really, I don't know, that does something inside of you, right? And you really are able to just lean into who you are and share all of these special things. And I kind of made this declaration towards the end of last year that I wanted to be a speaker. And I shared that with my community. And it was during one of my podcast interviews, I was talking to one of our amazing guests. And I told her, I want to be a speaker. I want that to be part of my repertoire. I have a message to share. And I feel like there are so many incredible women that I've had the pleasure of meeting. And it feels amazing to be able to share my message with them. And she's the one that actually connected me to Women Thrive. And so I did that. I got accepted. And this is really kind of just like, I feel like the jump off of something really incredible that's going to be happening in my life and hopefully all the people that I get to continue to connect with. So I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my words. I'm just kind of in shock.
Crystal, so well deserved. Your community come through for you. We had more than 2,200 votes for all of our speakers, which is amazing. I was shocked because we only had the vote open for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. When I opened it after my vacation, I was like, oh my God, where are these people coming from? So I just have to say it's your audience who come through for all of you. Congratulations, Crystal, Positive Impact Speaker 2024. Well deserved. You are such a hardworking mama and you're doing some amazing, amazing work in this world. So well deserved.
And I'm so excited to stay connected and congratulations on the upcoming launch of the Speakers Agency. I think that just speaks volumes to your commitment of supporting women. And it's really not just, coming up at the summit and then that's it. It's not a one and done thing. You really truly live into the community and the collaboration and building and maintaining that connection, which I think is so important. So for all the women that are thinking about being a part of this community or thinking about being a speaker, it is volumes more than just the summit. There's so much more that you get from it. It's a transformative experience and the connections that you make are incredible. So again, Ray and team, thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. Gracefully received, Crystal. May we long continue to make beautiful impact. And of course, this is going to be your award certificate that will be heading out to you post today's event. So congratulations. I wanted to take a moment to do a special spotlight as we're just kind of at the beginning of announcements. We had on a Monday, and if you do have a replay to the Women Thrive Summit, if you don't, you can still find a replay on our website. But if you haven't, on Monday we held inspiring authors panel, and we spotlighted a lot of these ladies on our panel on Monday, on the first day of the summit, which was so amazing to see. These women are featured in the Women Thrive book, volume 1, 2, or 3, right here in the middle. That is still launching in June, on June the 20th. But what that 1 hour with these women who are writing their stories has, I'm sure, not only inspired many of our audience to begin writing their stories, sharing their stories with the world, but it actually inspired me to do something that we've never done before. And this book alone has been inspired by our community. After one of these summits happened, some of the girls approached me and said, "Hey, Ray, can we do a collaborative book? We really want to become authors." So it was our community that really asked for this project to begin. And now we are on a 3rd edition, which is going to be launching in June. And just observing them for this 1 hour, and I think we had about 15, 16 speakers on this panel, we really didn't get to hear much from them about their stories. So I visioned, as this is what I do the best, and we've created the Women Thrive Authors Summit happening June the 20th. So each speaker, each author from the volume 3 book will be having 30 minutes spotlight on our stage, which you'll get to watch and hear about their stories. You'll be able to grab a copy of the book as they will be launched. And we're going to be featuring some of our book authorship mentors from our community, which has been so powerful. So as you see here, Paige on the left-hand side, she has actually become one of our mentors for the current book authors. And we just love to keep everything within the community and invite our past speakers and authors to be in any way contributing back to the community and supporting others that are yet to come after them. So this cover image you're seeing is fresh out of print, just came to my inbox this morning. So it's completely fresh. Nobody's seen it yet. You're the first one to view it here today. And I hope that we get to see you at the free summit on June the 20th. So save your spot. Well, not save your spot, save the date for now. And congratulations to our amazing authors. Their journey has been amazing. I can't wait for you to read their chapters. Super inspiring, and they have come a very long way. And so this is going to be our next book. These ladies are incredible, and they're talking about inspiring true stories of them overcoming adversities. And I think this is how we can really open the doors to building more meaningful relationships, more meaningful conversations when we get to share our story in a powerful and meaningful way. Abigail, I'd love to invite you to share a little bit about the opportunity to be in the Women Thrive book. So, yeah, I think you're so passionate about some of the work that we do, and having met some of the authors as well at the Women Thrive retreat. Why do you think ladies should be considering authoring a book or sharing their story?
I think the reason that so many of our speakers actually decide that when they're going to come on and join us on the Women Thrive stage on the summit, why they also decide to write a book with us, is that they really value and see the opportunities at the impact that a book can create. Being able to tell your story in that way, being supported by Raimonda and that incredible team of authorship coaches. It really helps you, first of all, to be able to craft your story. And this is a very valuable commodity, because when you can craft your story in such a way that it really draws in your audience and they feel emotionally connected to your story, and you're telling your story from a place of transformation, that's when you can really make a true impact on stage. I see it again and again, the speakers that can really draw in an audience and a following and really inspire a whole room of the speakers who are able to tell their story in an impactful way. And actually writing your story in a book is a great way to be able to get very granular with the details and to, really tap into that emotionally so that you're being able to tell your story from the heart. Another thing that I really love about this book collaboration is that it's another incredible community to join, and it's smaller. So even though speaking on the Women Thrive stage brings its benefits from being part of a big community, 50 plus speakers, with our authorship, it's normally between 15 to 20 authors. So it's a smaller community. It's a great way to be able to build those relationships with the other speakers, which, as we know, when women come together in a room, we create incredible things. So that is something that brings so many opportunities, as well as all the promotion and the PR and the media that, of course, we are so famous for. We're very proud of our authors, so we promote our authors a lot, and we also promote the book. And I think thirdly, I'd just like to speak into actually the relationships that have been created. I've had the opportunity to be able to interview the authors from our last book, actually, who you see here on the screen. We all met in Valencia in November of last year at the Women Thrive retreat and the book launch and Thrive Talks. And it was so beautiful to witness. I mean, I'll never forget the screams that came from outside when they all came out the taxi and saw Ray, and I think they hugged for about 10 years, right? So that was so beautiful to witness, and it's real testimony to the relationships that can be built online. I mean, it's incredible. We have authors from all around the world to be able to build those relationships and those connections, and then to be able to meet in person. And certainly from the testimonials that I've recorded with our authors, they all talk about the community, the fact that they have this beautiful sisterhood, and friendships that far outlive the launch of the book, right? So it's these beautiful memories that have been created, these friendships that last forever. And of course, the physical production of that book is a memory that lasts forever. So I find our authors very inspirational. And, whether you are an aspiring author or an aspiring speaker, it's not a question of having either. Like, you can have it all. You can do both. And certainly I really want to speak to any of you on this call now who, if you're serious about making an impact on stage and you're serious about going out there and getting more speaking opportunities, then a book is an incredible way to fast track that, because it's social proof. You position yourself automatically as an expert and a thought leader in your field. And, if you are considering coming on and doing our next collaboration, Volume 4 of the Women Thrive book, doors are open, and just reach out to us or reach out to me personally. I'd love to have a conversation with you about that and take you through the opportunity.
Amazing. Thanks, Abigail. Appreciate it. And what I can say that a whole lot of healing happens when you start to intentionally write and plan to share your story, whether through speaking or book. And I think a lot of people come in for the book and, hey, I want to be an author. But what they don't realize is that through that journey, they go through a whole another depth of healing, closing those wounds, stepping into their power, and a whole lot of transformation. So we're just halfway through our process for the next book, and honestly, it's just phenomenal. And I'm so inspired by the women who choose to do that. So thank you. Thanks, Abby, for that. Appreciate it. Oh, another moment from the summit. And this leads into the power of our story and how do we define ourselves? I want to ask you, how would you define yourself? And it's something interesting that I also just touched about trauma, because trauma has a way of making us see things a little bit differently or see ourselves differently. Or perhaps we hide from the parts that we don't want to shed a light on. So here a snippet from Keely's talk, Mompreneur's Journey, Balance, Success, and Self-Mastery.
I love it because I love getting in deep. I love kind of going through the process. Who are you? Like literally, who are you? And I'll digress slightly. I went to a experience, kind of like a retreat, but it was an experience back in October. And this experience was a little bit like SAS Who Dares Wins, where they put you through torture chambers near enough to break you, to bring you through the other side. And we had a task, which was to write down, who are we? And I felt really confident going into this like experience. I was really like, yeah, I know exactly where I am right now in this moment. And off I went. And the next day, after literally being put through this horrendous but fun experience, I come back to that piece of paper and it was a very different message that I wrote. I'd gone from who am I, the warrior, the strength, the kind of light for people, the impact, the change I want to be, you know, all of these different things, to I am a broken child with traumas that still need healing. I don't have a very tight family. My family and my children and my partner tight, but as in I feel like a black sheep. I feel very lonely and isolated. And all of these things come out. And it's just really interesting to be the detective, to go deeper on that and do the inner work. And I feel that's what like coaching is all about. It's about providing that space for you to deep dive into whatever topic you want to deep dive into. It should be absolutely client led. And when clients come to me and they think,
Keely, how are you? How's it watching yourself back?
Well, my eldest daughter's just there and she won't come on camera, but she was like, oh my God, Mom, what a mug of you. And, but it's always a little bit cringeworthy when you see yourself on screen, isn't it? But ultimately, it is about that space. It is about holding space for people to be seen, to be heard. And that's very much what the Women Thrive platform's about. And even today, I've just won an epic contract. And you know, the college here where I live in the UK, right down south, is the only place between the two major cities. And they want me to go in and train the trainers and train the students and mentor them, you know, and that is just because I can now stand and own my story and not come from that place of shame and guilt. And, you know, just going all in on yourself and doing that inner work can have such profound impact, not just on you, but those around you. So, so yes, thank you for shining my light in this very, it looks all rather the same in the background, doesn't it? I'm just in orange tonight instead of green.
Keely, we witnessed you on this journey and very vividly remember you on this trip and just certain life-changing moments that you so candidly not only shared behind the scenes to the fellow speakers, but the more you went into this journey, I feel like the more you peeled the layers and stepped into more and more of your authentic self and your authentic truth. And there were moments where you came onto Showcase, you even came onto the summit, and you're like, last minute, I've changed my talk entirely because I am here and I'm going to speak from my heart and my truth. And that was a game changer for everything that you've done on the summit.
Yeah, I think when we met in person, Ray, and you said I was just completely different to who I am on camera. And I think sometimes when there's big audiences or big groups or whatever it may be, I never like to feel like I'm taking that shine, that limelight, that kind of everyone else's space. So I am quite happy to kind of sit back and observe. But then the more I kind of thought about it, the more I thought I need to just be me and show up as me. And if something's happening, I'm quite an open book anyway, but maybe I need to step into that a bit more. So that conversation was quite profound on my journey, Ray.
Amazing. Yeah. Not in a bad way, but it's like you seem quite reserved on camera. Not anymore, but at the time when I met her, I was like, this Keely is like a ball of energy and she's just incredible. So I'm glad those words have helped you kind of just really step into that authentic self, no matter the environment.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We are going to slightly speed things up, but I want to say congratulations to empowerment speakers. Abigail, please call out our wonderful empowerment speakers.
Yes, I'd love to. Thank you. So we have the amazing Bev Jennings. We have Keely, who we've just spoken to. We have Julie Jones. We have Bronwyn Virgin. These are incredible speakers that we believed really stood out on our stage and really gave that message of empowerment. As Raimonda has already talked about, we very often have challenges that we go through in our lives. And when we can bring that to life through a story and tell our story from an empowered place, that is a message of empowerment. It's a message of transformation, and it's incredibly inspirational. So we have really enjoyed picking our nominees for this particular category, and then enjoyed also the nominations coming through, right, Ray?
Yeah. You know what I love about these speakers? They're leading by example. What you've just heard from Keely, you've heard from Bev earlier about launching her book and stepping out on her own after working for decades in Johnson & Johnson. Julie, which we'll get to hear in a bit as well, about her journey of facing challenges, but also stepping into her leadership in her own life. And of course, Bronwyn, who's doing incredible work with children. I feel like all of these speakers are so well deserved for the nominations, for the recognition. And again, if I could choose all the winners, I would. But by public vote, as always, there are some winners. No one is a loser on our stage because I believe that you're all incredible equally. So congratulations to Bev, Keely, Julie, and Bronwyn. And who's ready for the announcement of Empowerment Speaker of the Year? Who's ready? Congratulations to the wonderful one and only Julie Jones. Congratulations, Julie. So well deserved. Julie, I think you're here. You were here early.
Yes, I am still here. I've got only a couple minutes because I am scheduled. They're like waiting for me to get on a platform to speak. And I'm going to come back because I only have 20 minutes to speak, and I just want to see everybody speak. I am so honored. It's always an honor to be nominated, and the amazing women that have been on this platform. And there are times that I feel like that I missed out on the more connections. Like, I am all about women and the connecting. And I remember meeting you, Ray, and what an honor it was to be interviewed, to be selected, and then to be on the journey. And I committed to you on the journey, and then my life changed. And we are nearing the end, and it's incredibly challenging, but it's been an honor to be by somebody's side for a transition. And I know that God has prepared me, and that my platform of Stop Waiting, Start Living has never been stronger, has never been more powerful, because of what I have, bore witness to. We all think we have all this time in the world, and we don't. And so to have been nominated again, such an honor. But to be selected as the winner when I know how everyone has, shared their stories from the heart, that's what this platform has been about, because you made it that way. Like everybody put their heart and soul into doing this. And I remember the morning of my presentation, I always say, I don't know what I'm going to say. I really don't. God works through me. It's my gift. And even when Abigail and I just did a testimonial, I don't even remember, quite honestly, everything that I said. But this is such an honor. And I will just say thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go speak without attempting to cry. And then I will be back to celebrate the rest of you, because everybody on this call are winners, such
Thank you,
true
Julie.
winners. Thank you.
you. Julie, I don't know if you have 2 more minutes at all.
I do. I have 2
Okay.
minutes.
Okay. Stay tuned. And this, of course, heading out to you as a certificate being presented to you. There was a moment that we shared on the summit that I think was quite powerful. And I'm really sorry what you're going through right now. And my love goes out to your husband. But this moment that stood out for me, and
Really, I know it's been a tough year, but just to there's as many opportunities that I had time to connect with you. From the first call that we had, you're just a ball of life, a ball of fun and inspiration. You've spoken on many global stages. This is what you do for, not just because this is your purpose, but because you also like to have fun and inspire people and touch the hearts of any audience that you get to address. And I've seen in the chat, there's so much love and support for you. And Hamli, there's so much support for your husband. Something dropped into my inbox this morning that I wanted to share with you, if you don't mind. You may not be expecting this, Julie, I'm not sure. But this is what came through in my DM this morning. Tell us more.
Yes, my husband has owned a air conditioning and heating company for over 20 years in our hometown, and hundreds of business owners get nominated and they only pick the top 4. He is one of them, and so he is been nominated for Business Person of the Year for 2024. The gala to announce who the winner is on May 17th. So yes, it's based on voting. So if you can scan the QR code right now, Ray, this is, oh my God, I'm really touched because like he has worked so hard, and I have a giving heart, but he has a giving heart as well. He has, for people who have not often been able to afford it, given units for free of charge, because in Arizona, you cannot live without air conditioning. And he is one of the first ones to say yes a lot of times to volunteering, to giving back. It's probably what brought the 2 of us together, is our hearts to really make a difference and to give back. And so thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk about him and share this. It's such an honor that he got nominated. So anyway.
thank you, Julie. Of course, you probably don't know yet who won.
No, so the voting is done. The voting ended this past Sunday, and the gala to make the announcement is on May 17th. So when I find out, and I'm very clear that he has won, he's won in my book, right? Like he's won in my book and in my life, and I will make sure to share it with everyone. And so thank you everyone who has voted and has supported. I love you all. I'll be right back. They're stalling so I can get on to go speak, and I will be right back. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Julie.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Amazing.
you so much.
That's amazing, Julie Jones. I'm so glad she won this award because it has not been an easy year, and she certainly wanted to show up a lot more in this space, but life has other plans. Life throws curveballs and bring other circumstances that unfortunately are unavoidable. So much love to her husband, who's battling cancer, in the last stages of cancer right now, and much love to Julie, who has been at his support the entire last 1 year. Thank you. My heart is filled seeing you ladies, and it's not the end yet. We still got a lot more to go. So I want to go back to sharing my screen and let you know that earlier this year, we've launched the beautiful Women Thrive community. And if you feel inspired by what we're doing here today, you feel inspired by the amazing women, and you want to connect, you want to be part of some of our weekly calls and really connect, collaborate, and thrive together, what we witnessed throughout the speaker's journey, the power of women collaborating, sharing their businesses, sharing opportunities, talking about our challenges, our goals, our missions, our dreams, being encouraged, being seen. For me, community has been the cornerstone of everything I've done since 2017, since we founded this organization. And I am excited to create a new platform and new membership for Women Thrive. So this is Thrive membership community. You are more than welcome to be part of it. This is specifically if you're looking to grow and explore more amazing opportunities and partnerships. So feel free to head over to womenthrivesummit.com/become/thrive-membership, or just wander around our website in Become section and you will find our membership. Abigail, I'm sure you're feeling excited about the Business Speaker of the Year. I'd love for you to introduce our Spotlight Speakers for the Business Award.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. We do have a lot of women in business that are in our community, so this is always a hot topic. We want to learn and be inspired about growing our business, and especially growing a business from the heart, right? Purpose-driven, heart-centered business, which I know that all of us are. So we are very, very excited to be able to share with you our nominations for Business Speaker 2024. We have the incredible Lauren Penny. Lauren is another one of our speakers from Australia. Lauren also birthed a baby. We had lots of summit babies this year, didn't we? So Lauren wasn't able to join us right at the beginning of our journey because she was in her new mama stage, but oh my goodness, she came in with a bang in the middle and the end. And Lauren was also part of that wonderful community in Brisbane who held our Thrive Talks in Australia. We also have the amazing Leslie Stevens. Leslie is all about showing us how to run our business, not necessarily on social media. There are other ways in that we can connect and we can build those relationships with potential clients and collaborators. So Leslie was also an incredible speaker on our stage and a wonderful member of our community. The wonderful Julie Butler, who unfortunately I don't think is on our call today, was planning to be on today, but I believe that she's moving. She moved to Costa Rica. Her and her family moved to Costa Rica during the summit, and I think I might have seen a message to say that they're moving back to Canada. So Julie is our tech queen, and many of us I know in the community have really felt the wisdom from her technical experience. That is the backbone of our business after all. So Julie is another one of our nominations. We have the wonderful Pauline Kirk, who I had the real pleasure of recording a testimonial video with the other day. Pauline is truly inspirational and really stands for empowering women around money, not just the mindset, but also the practicality of it. Hashtag a man is not a plan. That hashtag will stay with me forever. And it's all about empowering ourselves, right, around money. And then finally, the beautiful Polly, who was also one of our co-authors on our last book. Polly was over with us in Valencia for our Women Thrive retreat. And also our Thrive Talks. I felt very proud to share the stage with Polly in Valencia in November. And Polly is all about building your business with ease and flow, which I am totally for. So these are our business speakers nominees for 2024. So please give them all a round of applause, because this is such an incredible achievement. Over to you, Ray.
Thank you, Abigail. Thank you so much. And all of these speakers are phenomenal, truly. And I have a pleasure of announcing the winner for Business Speaker Award goes to wonderful Pauline Kirk. Congratulations, Pauline. Your voice and your impact on this platform, not just on business, but also the financial empowerment of women, has been felt. I'm not sure if you're still here, Pauline. Hey, yes, you are. Please unmute yourself.
I literally am speechless. It's 10 to 4 in the morning. No over lie. I'm sat here in my G-string and a t-shirt rolled out of bed. And I set the alarm and I was just like, I'm not going to miss this. I have a full day packed in a few hours. I was like, no, I need to attend this. So here I am. So thank you so much to everyone who was nominated. Have been absolutely phenomenal. And thank you, Ray and Abby and the team behind the scenes. I'm blown away with this community. And I was saying to Abby, literally, like when I was doing my testimonial recording the other day, I was like, this is one of the most amazing communities for women supporting women. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Coming from, very male dominated industry for 25 years and feeling like I never had a voice, and somebody who had the ability to listen to my story around, having money, then no money, and then having money again, and living this life and being able to amplify my story on stage and share that with, some women who it's a blind spot for a lot of us around money, and we just don't think about it. And so many women have contacted me and said, I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me that was in the situation that I was facing right now with my finances. And, we've just continued to support more and more women as we've gone through the journey. And, the kids that we help, who are refugee status, that for those that don't know, like we donate 80%. Yes, we're a business, but we're a social enterprise. We donate 80% of our profits to charity. And we support refugee kids status with the ability to go to school and get an education in parts of the world that they're not entitled just to rock up and get a school. And, my husband and I process of building a school in India. Education is very much my background in terms of, just everyone, we're all the same. Our environment is the only thing that makes us different. And having the ability to amplify the voice that, I have, and talk on more stages and keep doing what I'm doing and changing one person's life at a time. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm truly blessed.
Congratulations, Pauline. That's just testimony of the impact you have made and are making with people. And they're gone out to give you your flowers and nominate you as a winner. And today you're here to receive that. So thank you for dedicating the time to be here and all the work that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
You're amazing. Thanks, Pauline. So this is Pauline Kirk, business speaker, winner of 2024. Congrats. And there certainly have been quite a few nominations. So of course, we'll be sending you your beautiful award, and I can't wait for all of you to celebrate your wins with your audience and just thank them for those beautiful nominations. So congrats. I wanted to share this video, but I'm not sure if we've got enough time. This was from the launch of the women, from Bev's talk earlier on our summit, where she launched her book. So I want to make sure that you've seen this. So make sure you grab yourself a copy of Bev Jennings' book, See and Believe. And her talk was truly phenomenal because we had the beautiful experience of her talk virtually and in person. So I want to move on to the Mindset Speaker of the Year. And we have some beautiful nominations here. Abigail, would you introduce the Mindset speaker nominees?
Yeah, I was absolutely delighted to see these nominations and to, you know, for us to be a part of these nominations, because these are really amazing women who, you know, are really forging ahead in their practice. Really, you know, I always say that like success is an inner game. Right? We can go out and we can do the things we're doing, but actually this is about being. Our speakers here are a great example of the work that they are doing. Gabrielle, I remember very, very clearly having a conversation with Gabrielle when she came onto the call and gave her speaker interview, and just blew me away with her story and her strength. And her vision for the world. A really incredible story of how a tragic event, you can really turn that into an inspiring experience. And I truly believe that that is the message from most of our speakers, actually, if not all of them. A very common theme indeed. Kylie, who is just doing incredible work with supporting equality in the workplace, and really is a shining example with her values. Values are very, very aligned to what we believe in at Women Thrive. And again, someone that really blew me away when I held her speaker interview. Megan, who is part of our wonderful community down under, well, down under from me anyway. It might not be down under from you, but Megan, who is part of our incredible community of speakers in Australia, who has been a shining light on all of our calls, and a true inspiration. And again, really, you know, teaches us about mindset and about that inner game, which is often so difficult to get over, right? And to be able to step out of our own way and actually get on and do things. And then the fabulous Jane, we've already showcased Jane, and you've seen her on the front of the magazine, that beautiful picture. And the collaborations actually that Jane and Claire, actually one of our other members of our community and one of our other incredible speakers, they're going to be holding retreats together next year, which we're really excited about. Another one of the great stories of collaboration that we have so many of them on the stage this year. So a big round of applause, please, for our incredible Mindset Speaker nominees for 2024.
Thanks, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'd love to quickly invite Gabrielle to share how's your experience on a summit. I know your book, co-authored book chapter is coming out in June as well. I'd love to hear from you, Gabrielle.
Yeah, absolutely. I so vividly remember that call to Abby. You know, Women Thrive came into my life when I was at one of the lowest points in my career, where I thought I had burned it all to the ground and I didn't know what was next or what was going to be next for me. And so it was a bit of a stretch to decide to step into this group and this community in that moment. But it truly is community, and it truly is, you know, friends that I have made and women that I have built true partnerships with and that I've continued to collaborate with, and allowed me to find my power, that I can just use that tragedy and actually slow down a bit, right? To see what's going to come next and not necessarily have to have all of the answers. And it was beautiful just to have this sacred space to go through that. And continue to learn and grow in this space. So thank you, Ray and Abby, for the space that you have created.
Thank you. Thanks, Gabrielle. You're amazing. I loved all of these talks. And on last day it was Megan opened the summit, and then Gabrielle and Kylie closed, and Jane was somewhere in between. But I loved your talks, really powerful. And Gabrielle, specifically, you really stepped into your power. And I just loved how freely you shared, which I know was kind of building up to that moment a lot. And you just truly delivered from your heart, and just want to celebrate you for that. And of course, if you haven't watched Gabrielle's talk, you can still catch the replay. I'm sure we'll post a link to get yourself access to the summit if you haven't watched these talks. And congratulations to the winner of the Mindset Speaker category. The winner is, are you ready? Are you ready? Wonderful Kylie Manlin. So congratulations, Kylie. So excited for your win, because like Abigail said, you're doing some phenomenal work that I'm so excited about all the opportunities that's coming your way. Kylie, over to you.
I don't know what to say. I'm blown away. It's been such an emotional afternoon. It might not be me that's just feeling that, but hearing from all these beautiful women and seeing all the faces, this has been a phenomenal experience for me. It's funny looking back on the interview that I had with Abby, because I was a month out of moving my whole life and family from Australia in Sydney to the US to expand my company, and going through this process with this amazing, supportive, encouraging community of beautiful women and professionals actually helped all the mindset stuff that I was experiencing. And then having to think about what I was going to speak about and wanting to tell my story and talk about my purpose and my why, it really helped me, I guess, heal from the homesickness and the displacement I was feeling at the very beginning. And isn't it just ironic that talking about something, hoping to empower even just one woman, actually helped me so much. And being with these women every week, or most weeks, and with you, Ray, and also with Abby, has been phenomenal. And now I look back and I kind of don't recognize that girl that landed here on Independence Day last year. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I was absolutely stoked when I got the nomination, and to be a part of that group of those other three women that are absolutely brilliant at what they do, and all their speeches were, and their talks were phenomenal. So I'm blown away. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Kylie. Well, that's your audience that has come through. So I'm sure you have to go back and thank your supporters who really showed up for all of you. And like I said, there's been more than 2,000 votes, which is incredible. And yeah, very well deserved, Kylie. And that's so true. You know, when we show up in our greatness, when we show up with our purpose, not only we're doing the service for other people, but also we're healing ourselves. And that has been amazing. So congratulations, Kylie. So excited to celebrate you and celebrate all the nominees of the Mindset category who have been really outstanding this year. Thank you. Of course, that's your certificate heading out to you right after this event. And of course, if you're wanting to be featured on our stage, you would like to be a speaker at the Women Thrive Summit, you can still apply. There are applications still open, as well as, of course, our interview process is happening right now. So you'll get to connect with Abigail. You'll get to explore whether it's the right opportunity for you, if it's the right stage, and if you are a good fit to be featured on the platform. For our speakers, when they join our speaker summit, they always believe that, hey, I'm just going to come and speak on the stage once, and all these other things that happens alongside speaking on our stage, such as building community and being involved in weekly calls with our fellow speakers and monthly showcases that we do, and networking opportunities. So it's truly a transformational journey, and I'm sure you've heard from many of us speakers of their experience. You're welcome to head over to womenthrivesummit.com and explore opportunity to apply if you would like to be featured on our stage next year. I want to share another moment from one of our first-time speakers. Claire Garner, for me, Claire Garner really stood out with her talk. There was actually gems upon gems in her talk, and I really struggled to find one moment that I wanted to spotlight. But for me, this moment somewhat stood out, and I wanted to share this with you too. Let me know if you can't hear it. Maybe I toggled with some settings.
About a mixture of my personal life and my business life, because what I want to do is to help empower women to reclaim their power. And they might have lost that in their personal lives or in their business lives or in both, like I did. And I'm all about owning that too much energy, right? You're not too much. You're not too much. You're only too much for the people that are afraid to turn on their lights. And that's only until they're ready. And then you'll be just right for them. So I integrate those aspects of my story that led me to here. Because had I not gone through that relationship, I would never have had that tower moment. I would never have started my second business. Had I not started my second business, I would have never burnt it down. Had I not burnt it down, I never would have done a whole year of self-development and really trying to find what it was I wanted to do in the world. Had I not done that, I never would have become a coach. And I never would have wanted to help other women get to where I was then, fully in my power, fully in my authority, fully in my leadership, to the point where 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs approach me. They come into my orbit saying things like, "You are such a vibe. I freaking love your energy. You are on fire." That's the kind of conversations that happen in my DMs on my socials.
So I want to share a little bit from Claire Garner because I love her confidence. When she joined the Women Thrive Summit, she was a first-time speaker. But some of the things that she's sharing in her talk about stepping into your leadership, stepping into your confidence, there will be moments in your life that feel like the darkest alley, like the biggest challenge, like the biggest struggle, like you don't know how you're going to get through it. But here's the thing, these are the moments that are defining moments that give us purpose and meaning to what you do. And she talks about how she has had to burn down one of her businesses, how she changed the direction. But what I love about Claire, that she keeps rising up. And I think it's not just about Claire as an individual, but I think it's about us as a collective. And I believe when we as women put under pressure, and we're squeezed into a corner, we always find a way through and a way out to rebuild ourselves even stronger. And I loved this talk on women empowerment because I truly believe that we're stronger than we know, more capable than we know, and certainly are much more inspiring than we give ourselves the credit for. So, confidence speaker nominees. These are some phenomenal women that we have nominated this year. Abigail, would love for you to introduce our nominees for Confidence Speaker Awards.
Yeah, we're very honored to be able to share these incredible speakers and incredible women with you. So you've just seen Claire there. So she's all about helping entrepreneurs to unleash their inner power. So Claire Gardner is one of our nominees, Dawn Gadden, again about elevating your state, which is so apt because, you know, this community, as I'm sure that you all know if you've experienced it, and you are all getting to know if this is the first time you've experienced it. This is a high vibe community, and when we surround ourselves with high vibe people, that's when the opportunities happen, and that's why you can listen to all of the opportunities that the speakers have shared with you today. And Dawn Gadden is one of our incredible speakers that helps others to do that. Dr. Maria Sheenan. Oh my goodness, Maria, I remember your talk so well. It was so good. It was so good. So Maria is all about empowering women to look after their health as we get older. We're all getting older, and very, very inspirational. And we even had some exercises thrown in that were very well executed. And finally, last but no means least, Dr. Shola. And Dr. Shola is all about really ensuring that counselling services that support is being offered to diverse communities. And, you know, we really love her value and her mission, and her talk was very inspirational. So I think that Raimonda has said in the chat that she would love to bring Dr. Maria onto the stage, and I concur because she is fabulous. So Dr. Maria, welcome to the stage.
I can't thank you enough. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm on two different ways of communicating. I don't know if you're getting feedback.
No, we can hear you. You're all good.
I'm good. Okay. I'm just hearing myself two ways. Okay, I'm on my computer. I'm also on my phone because that's way I can hear as a profoundly deaf person. It's been an honor to be amongst these ladies. And I have to tell you, I was terrified after listening to the first day because the speakers were magnificent. So it's just a true honor to be among this great collection of wonderful women.
Thank you, Dr. Maria. You're amazing, and someone who has had hearing challenges in the last few months, and you have had to overcome something new that was presented to you in that moment. It certainly have been, you've navigated those challenges very well, and you are such an inspiration at your age to be doing what you're doing, coaching and taking on your incredible work on your strides. I just wanted to take that moment to celebrate you, Dr. Maria, because you're a true inspiration for many of us.
Thank you so much. And it's great to be 78.
We could not believe you. You look amazing. So Confidence Speaker of the Year nominees, they're all amazing. And again, if you have not watched their talks, please do get yourself a replay. I think, Abigail, if you may be able to find us on Hey Summit and pop the link if anyone wants to grab themselves a replay, would be much appreciated. And so congratulations to the winner, who is the wonderful Dr. Sola Tugan-Butler. Congratulations, Sola. You are amazing. If you are here, please unmute yourself.
I think that Dr. Sola has had some connectivity problems. So she's been in the WhatsApp group, but she can't get onto the call unless she's been able to jump on. So I'm going to take a photo of this and put it in the speaker chat group so she gets it.
Yes, congratulations, Dr. Sola. You really stood out. Your commitment, the work that you do for mental health and diverse communities. You travel the world speaking. Just huge congratulations. Very well deserved. And surely your community has come through for you to take that vote. So that's Dr. Sola. And make sure you connect with our speakers if you feel inspired. We talk about community a lot. This moment actually stood out for us as one of the closing speeches, and it was Adrienne Dyer who had someone come in and support her on stage. This was such a beautiful moment that my team have spoken about after the summit. So I wanted to quickly share that with you. We're not going to be here for too much longer.
Sure. I'm sure you would remember me. Of course I remember you. Your presentation was amazing. Thank you so much. I hope I can speak for everyone here saying what an inspiration you are. And thank you for helping me very long time ago at a dark time. And I really appreciated everything you did, and watching your journey to success has been amazing. You're such an inspiration. Thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you, Georgina. You know, you are the person who inspired me to really double down on, I need to make writing for whatever, you know, with you, we worked on the website together. And it was the first time I had ever composed a website on the spot because Georgina couldn't at the time was struggling to um, read written content. And so we actually composed her website together in person. And I just read it aloud and you told me if it was good or not. And we just composed that website right on the spot. It was so much fun. But after that, I was like, I have to make the process of writing accessible to all different sorts of people in different life stages and different abilities and things like that. It really made me think about how and constantly looking for ways to make the writing process accessible. So yes, I think about you every day. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. So good to see you. You're amazing.
Thank you. I was just so grateful for everything you did, and watching you come out and share all of your gift and gold and beauty has just been so awe-inspiring, and I hope to see you one day. Oh, soon. Yeah. Love you. You're giving us so much
I wish I could
inspiration.
love you
So
all.
thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're amazing.
Yeah, you're amazing too.
Wow. Thank you. Wow.
I always say that my clients that cry at some point in the process, everybody cries, and it's in good. It's for all good reasons.
Yes, yes.
So this was a moment from our summit that we certainly remember, and it's incredible because we have cried, we have laughed, we had impact, and yes, you never know who you. Oh, oh.
Shift my mindset.
Let's have one more speaker on, shall we? I loved this talk from our wonderful speaker. So let's go ahead. Wanda, let's hear it.
They're not judging me, they're taste testing. But if they don't get a taste of me, they can't choose me. So I gotta be okay with judgment. I actually wrote a book called Okay Judgment. And so when I began to embrace it, I embraced the fact that I might be quiet, I might be slow moving. I embraced that I may not be somebody's choice. So it was this mindset shift that was changing my inner story. And so when I really changed my inner story, then I could tell the bigger story outwardly. And that's where I want to get you to, you ladies, all right? So our third one, we said introspection, intuition, and insight. This means that you see patterns, you forecast,
Yeah.
and you process. And so it's your insight and your ability, almost in a predictive nature. We talked about this too, forecasting.
I love this talk. And Wanda, yes, Adrienne said, Wanda, your talk was wonderful and stuck with me and made such an impact for an introvert. I finally just embraced being an introvert and how my energy ebbs and flows. Absolutely. And I think on a summit, what this displays that there was something for everyone. And we truly love to embrace you just as you are. And I love when I interviewed Wanda and she talked to me about her mission of supporting introverts to really step into their greatness and their potential. It was total yes for me straight away. Not only Wanda's energy was just wonderful, but her mission. And as we've discovered in the last few weeks, that Wanda has taken a leap to actually take her coaching full time and leave her full time, well, her previous job. Congratulations, Wanda. To me, you are just true inspiration on this platform, and I'm sure there has been a lot of amazing feedback post Wanda's talk. So, congratulations to the nominees, Speaker of the Year. And this is the last nomination and announcement we're going to make. Abigail, please give our speakers their flowers.
Oh, I would just be so honored to do this. I mean, what an incredible lineup. We've just heard from Wanda, and I think maybe many of introverted people maybe think that they can't speak on a stage because they're introverted, and of course you can. It's about honoring your energy and being able to align yourself to the stage, and Wanda has just been an incredible example of that. And I remember a dear teacher of mine saying, fall in love with your sound current, and I've definitely fallen in love with Wanda's sound current. I could listen to her all day long. Carmen Paredes, who we had the great honor of meeting in person in Valencia last year. Congratulations, Carmen. She has also just spoken on the TEDx stage, and has been just an incredible and inspiring speaker on our stage. Adrienne, you saw her on, oh my goodness, we were all crying, right? That was just what a way to finish the summit, and what a really inspirational talk. And Adrienne, you really showed the power of community and what it looks like for a leader who really is there leading from the heart and supporting her community. Those testimonials were just beautiful to witness. And finally, Bia Marie. I remember when we first connected on our call, it was definitely a yes from me for you to come onto our stage. I've just loved watching your transformational journey. Your messaging is so clear and so inspirational, and we are very honored that we got to listen to you twice. And we also got to give you a big hug in person as well in Valencia and on the Women Thrive stage. So these are our Speakers of the Year nominations for the 2024 Women Thrive Summit.
Thank you, Abigail. All of these nominees and all of our nominees from this lineup has been truly amazing and outstanding. This is the main category of winning the Speaker of the Year, and I just must say that all of you ladies have done a phenomenal job. Bae Marie, for showing up multiple times and really got out of your comfort zone and really digging deep to find the contents that you delivered on your talk. I know it was a journey. Wanda, stepping into your greatness. I just loved, like Abigail said, love the sound of your voice and your energy. Give a girl a mic and she'll do incredible things with it. Adrienne, again, you're quiet. It just goes to show that just because you might be quiet, just because you might be introverted, or maybe your energy is a little bit different than everybody else's, it does not mean a thing. There is an audience for you, and I want you to embrace that voice and the power of your true essence. Carmen, you are amazing, true inspiration that you've traveled across the world to fulfill your long life dreams, and you continue to be my inspiration. So, the Speaker of the Year nominees, congratulations, but there's only one winner. Give us some drums. Woo! The Speaker of the Year winner goes to beautiful Carmen Paredes. Carmen, congratulations. I am super, super thrilled for you.
I said I wasn't gonna cry. Oh my God. Thank you so much for this honor. You always made me cry. When I got the nomination, I was shocked. I mean, I love to speak. I speak from my heart. And this happened in Valencia too. I watched my talk afterward and I was like, oh damn, that was good. But when I'm speaking, I'm just sharing my stories. And that's something I'm so grateful for you, Ray, because you had helped me get into this story and share it vulnerably, which is being a big problem for me. It's what's kept me playing small because my heart was so contained. And, this platform has, I don't look pretty when I cry.
That's okay.
he's opened so much for me. And I feel like I failed a lot of people because my life, like everyone else's life, collapsed in the middle of the summit. I didn't have health problems or not, but got a divorce. That's why my name doesn't match any of the things. And I felt like I had to step back, take care of me. Yet because of the summit, because of the Tribe Talk, I got to fulfill my dream of being a TEDx speaker. I haven't told you, but yesterday I signed my first paid keynote because of the summit.
Congratulations.
And it's in Florida, and I'm getting paid to get there. I'm getting paid to travel. I'm getting paid for talking. And I didn't apply. They saw me on the summit and they approached me.
Wow.
So there you have another testimonial of this beautiful community. And it's wonderful. Everything you guys do, your team is amazing. Every single person, the connections, and I am much better connecting in person than online. So I'm gonna admit that I get overwhelmed. As an extrovert as I look like I am not, I get very overwhelmed with the energies. But I make beautiful connections, and everybody who was nominated deserved the recognition. And as I said earlier, I mean, we already won for being here. We already won for the opportunity. I mean, the transformation I got with this thing here was amazing. And I was thinking, my little one is like, Mom, you have a book dedicated to my to my sister, one to my brother. I need one for me. So I'm gonna have to write another chapter for little Hank. So anyways, I can go for hours. Thank you so much. This is such an honor. And I definitely didn't prepare enough Oscar's speech. I am honored. I am so moved and so happy. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations, Carmen. I trust the universe that whatever's meant to happen will happen. And when people step into this process, I don't know what their aspirations are sometimes, and I don't know what will come out of it. But I have faith that whoever you're meant to touch on this stage, you touch. And however this process and journey is meant to transform your life and give you the gifts that you may not even expect, it does that. And when I opened the winners today, because it was all on a public vote, and I saw the names at the top who had the most votes, I was like, there's no coincidences. And also there's no surprises, because these women were amazing. And Carmen, for you to to apply to 80 TEDx stages.
90.
90, relentlessness. To be accepted. Carmen, you're living in Alaska, and you got accepted in Zimbabwe. And not only
53 hours. 53 hours. And when I got there, my luggage was lost. But I had my dress and my green shoes with me, so everything was good. This is a whole story. Like, it was so crazy. I hand washed everything because I didn't have clothes. And then the speakers were like, oh, we're at dinner with the organizer. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay, I'll put my jacket I literally had nothing under my jacket. Like, I went to dinner when my luggage showed up, so everything was great. But yeah, it was quite an event.
amazing. Travel all those miles for your dream. You really truly deserve, because just like Julie, you also had really tough year. You did go through personal transformations, come 2 times author, but in the whole midst of it, your marriage fell apart. And it's not an easy thing to be dealing with something so personal and heartbreaking. I've been there, and trying to hold up everything else, all the other parts of your world. It's not an easy thing. So I just want to commend you for your strength, your tenacity, your commitment in the way you show up, and you continue to stay true to you and your purpose and your vision. And just want to celebrate that. And this winning is well deserved. So Carmen, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this was Carmen, and with the right name, your certificate will be out in an email to you after the event. Congratulations to all of our nominees. Congratulations to all of our winners. So here is a little recap of all the wonderful winners. Abigail, would you like to celebrate our winners? Unmute.
Sorry, I had a bit of a technical breakdown there. I couldn't get off mute. Yes, I'd be delighted to. So we, on behalf of Women Thrive, I'm absolutely delighted to share our winners, Rising Star speaker Kay McCready, and Positive Impact speaker Crystal Juggerthrap. I'm sorry, Crystal, if I got your surname wrong. I
got it
can
right.
never pronounce it. I am totally owning that. Crystal, you're amazing. Empowerment speaker Julie Jones, business speaker Pauline Kirk, mindset speaker Kylie Van Leeuwen, Carmen Paredes, we've just heard from Carmen, Speaker of the Year, and confidence speaker Dr. Solin Toga Butler. Congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to our winners.
Congratulations. Thank you all for being here. Stick around. We've got a couple more announcements, invitations for you. And I'd love to hear from some of you. So if you do feel like there is something you want to share, maybe you didn't get to share because there's quite a lot we had today, please put something in the chat, raise your hand. I'd love to invite you to share something if you feel called to. This has been such a phenomenal celebration. I just want to say thank you on behalf of our team, our organization, to all of you speakers for your contribution, participation, for continuing to do the amazing work that you're doing and your commitment to women empowerment and beyond. Thanks to our team and, of course, my co-host Abigail, and for all of you for being here. I've got a few more things to share, and I would love if you have an interest to be part of the community, consider how you may want to show up on our stage. We're truly bringing our speakers, our community to co-create things. My goal and my mission last year was all about collaboration, and this year is really about co-creating, bringing together women to do incredible things. You've heard about our upcoming speakers agency, and we also do intake for the authorship opportunities. You can become a speaker, or you can become featured in our magazine. Of course, the spotlight on the summit comes as a whole entire year's journey and so many beautiful relationships. So don't miss out if you wanting to be a speaker. Don't be the last one in because we may not even have spots left. We already had more than 300 people apply, and 20 people have already been confirmed to be speaking on the next stage. So certainly don't wait around. Head over to womenthrivesummit.com and register for your interest. I want to say thank you to Abigail. I love this picture from our Valencia trip, the art of visibility. This was your cover article in the last magazine, Abigail.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Like one of the many things that I took away from Valencia was probably about 5 different photo shoots. So it was really difficult to choose what was going to go in there. But I was really vibing with the white. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a bit of a Kundalini yoga junkie. So that kind of seemed to fit in with my message, and a real honor to be able to be on the cover of the magazine and to be able to share my story in this way. So thank you so much for inviting me into that. And yeah, thank you for inviting me to come and share this beautiful opportunity to co-host the summit. It's just been amazing. I've enjoyed every single minute.
Yeah, thank you. I love it. And I love that we both speak on like visibility, the art of visibility, business success. And I talk about authority building. And I want to encourage each and every one of you to step into your leadership, your thought leadership, your authority, share your message with the world. Of course, we are one of the many media platforms that I have out there for women who feel passionate about spotlighting women's stories. So please consider how you want to show up. How do you want to build your visibility and authority? And if you feel like this is the space for you, come in, send us a message, send us an email, connect with fellow speakers, connect with the community, be part of the movement that we're creating and co-creating together with our community. You're so welcome to be part of it. So just a little recap. We do have our book authorship opportunity that is open now, and the next cohort will begin in September. I wanted to share something with you ladies. So this was a video from our Thrive retreat that we held in Valencia, and I've just been reviewing some videos. And I want to share this because this really shows like the power of not only building your thought leadership and stepping into your power, but the collective, the relationships, and the opportunities you co-create. So that's the fun we had and we have on these retreats. And if you feel called to attend our next retreat, we are traveling back to, well, your ladies were traveling to Valencia, where I am based more permanently. We're having our next retreat in November. So you're more than welcome to reach out to us and inquire if you would like to be part of this beautiful experience and the thought leadership opportunities, the photo shoots, the dinners, self-care, and a lot of personal growth and development. And there's been a lot of healing and a beautiful journey. Bay, how are you feeling looking back on these memories from our retreat?
I just love it. It was such an amazing time. It was such like when you think about it, it was just a week, but in like this week could have been like 8 weeks or 12 weeks, or there has been so much growth and so much transformation. And like if you have a thing about women's groups, being in a group with a lot of women, then this is exactly the place to go. Because like I love women's groups. Like I just thrive in women's groups, but it was just this beautiful coming together and this beautiful being held, being supported, being seen, right? What you said in the beginning, it was like this thing, like recognizing each other for what each of us bring without even, yes, of course, the authors, they all knew each other, but there were some of us who didn't. But it was like immediately we were all in this group together. So yeah, it was just a really, really magical and powerful experience. And that's what happens when women come together. We create magic. That's just how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Magical experience. Thank you so much for being there, being a big part of holding the space for the ladies in the retreat, and hope to see you on this next year's retreat. Some of you, yeah, feel free to inquire if you want to be part of it. Thrive community, I'm excited. It's here for all of you. And some of the ladies who are part of the wonderful Women Thrive community, you might be able to host your own local, either Thrive Talks or local networking events. So really want to, like I said, co-create with our community and also build partnerships. So my vision is to, when you join the Thrive community, that you have access to your own cheerleaders who will help you promote your business, support your business. And if you want to build a community alongside us, you can also be our referral partner and build your own community within our community. So locally, you can host your own events. You can, even as a member within our Thrive community, you get access to wonderful resources, replay access to the Women Thrive Summit, and these wonderful opportunities to connect with other community members. So you're welcome to join. Oh, I'd love to come to Valencia. I'm already booked November. We'll have more opportunities. We'll definitely meet again. So this is it from today's awards ceremony. And like I said, if anybody wants to unmute and share anything, please feel free to do that. Rania, would you like to share anything else seeing in the audience? How's the experience?
Hi everyone. Yeah, I thought I'd have a look on what the community was about, and I've been so surprised and amazed, and it seems like such a collaborative and supportive environment that you don't see very often. So I'm so excited, and yeah, there are some amazing ideas out there, and I can't wait to connect with more of you. Yeah, it was amazing. Thank you.
Where are you based, Rania?
I'm based in London, in the UK.
Okay, amazing. Well, that's my home city, and we do some local events in London regularly. So I'm sure we'll meet there at some stage. And did you attend the Women Thrive Summit, or did you just attend the award ceremony today?
I'm just attending the award ceremony, but I'm watching the replays as well. So bit of both. Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
But it's been
Good.
great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your share. Great to meet you. Anybody else who would like to share anything? This is our time. Anya.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tanja. I enjoyed everything today, and I am so thankful to receive this invitation for the Women's Summit Award ceremony. I wish I could have been there in person for the vacation, but I do apologize that I could not make it. I had to travel out of town because I had a loved one that passed away. I had a funeral to attend, so my apologies. But I want to thank everyone for, the wonderful comments and feedbacks. Thanks to all of the nominees and the winners. Congratulations once again to you all. And I want to say, please feel free to connect with us. We are here on Instagram via social media, which is Phenomenal Cosmetics Inc. And also our website is phenomenalcosmetics.com. We have wonderful website, wonderful products that's going on. And I also want to add the new addition to our website, which is phenomenalcosmetics.com. We have ladies and gentlemen love boxes where we will be donating 100 plus love boxes to an organization of our choice. Just recently, this month, which is the month of April, we donated over 100 love boxes to a company here in Charlotte called the Levine Cancer Institute, which is one of the major hospitals here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I reside. And so the month of May we will be donating to the Autism Society. So you may feel free to check us out, phenomenalcosmetics.com. You can go and look and check out the link, which is the Phenomenal Love Boxes.
Tanya, would you drop it in the chat? Thank you so much. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
definitely I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Amazing. Judy, or is there anything? Oh, I see. Sorry, apologies. I see Tina. Come on. She wanted to share something. And then over to Judy.
Good morning from New Zealand. I've been listening because it's early in the morning, and like my Australian ones, they are just inspiring. I just wanted to let everybody know that just because you may be in a place in the world where you're not represented a lot, come and join the Thrive community anyway, because it is such an amazing community, like everybody shared earlier. And I felt so included. I mean, for those of you, New Zealand is literally at the tail end And most people sort of go, oh yes, where the Lord of the Rings was filmed. But I was the only one, and honestly, that Thrive Talk in Australia and having that connection down under has been amazing. So don't let the fact that you may be the only one from your country discourage you from being part of this community. So thank you, Raymonda, for making that possible.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Tina. You're amazing. Thanks for hosting the Thrive
Thank you.
Talks in Australia and flying out there. And of course, doing our book mentorship. You were a speaker at the Women Thrive Summit last year. And as always, I love to co-create with our past speakers and our community members and bring them opportunities where I see there is alignment. So just because we're ending the Women Thrive Summit 2024 speakers cohort, it does not mean it's the end. I certainly will be more active in the chat and make sure that we're co-creating some amazing, amazing opportunities. And there's a lot to capture. And I think when women come together with the mindset of let's bring the opportunities, how can we support each other? How can we share things? We can unlock so many doors, and collectively, we're much stronger than we were alone. So why not lock hands and see whether we can align to the same mission and really take it to that next level together? And one time there was somebody asked me, well, why your platform doesn't have the most famous people in the industry. And I'm like, this is not what it's about. It's about everyday women, everyday people who are doing amazing things. And you don't have to have 10 million followers to be on our stage or whatever. You just got to have a story, a mission, a purpose aligned to the vision and the goals and the values, and be really passionate about it. And for our platform, throughout our platform, we have a magazine, we have a summit, we do events, we do a lot of things. I want to represent everyday women that collectively we become phenomenal. We become women that people look up to. We become a big deal because those around us think we are a big deal. And when I started this talk when we began, truly, you can go out in the world and feel like you're just one of the many million people in this world. How can you potentially make a difference? Does anybody even care? But again, if you go into communities and you are in places where it is meaningful what you do, that's the people you need to surround yourself with, where the conversations are meaningful, where women are looking at you and thinking what you're doing is meaningful, important, when you are being seen, celebrated. And I say that entrepreneurs are dream sellers because we have to sell our dream. We have to sell our vision of what is it that we believe and what we see in real life, but that does not yet exist, right? And you want to surround yourself with people who, when you share your vision, they get excited. They don't look at you as the crazy one in the room, right? A lot of times I think we as entrepreneurs or coaches or those who work here online and not in a conventional job, I know certainly my family and my mom's friends think of me like I'm a bit the wild card, a bit crazy. It doesn't make sense what I do. I don't have a normal job, and sometimes I'm even scared to ask a question of me. But I don't blame them. They don't get it, and it's fine. That is not for them. But guess what? The work that we do is meaningful for some people, and it's truly life-changing and transformative. And don't you ever forget that, how important you are and your work in this world. Okay, Judy, over to you. My apologies, we hogged you. We hogged the mic.
I can't top that. What you just said was so incredible. We should just stop there and say, "Oh, this is it," because it was fabulous. I do want to thank you once again for this incredible honor of being a part of this. I'm deeply touched and I'm profoundly grateful. When I entered into this process with you, I basically was feeling like my speaking career was over because I had spoken around the world, but I had so many health issues. I just thought, this is over. My life is pretty much done. And then you got me speaking on the internet, and then people were hiring me to teach classes in London and in Africa on the internet, and then I got the right doctors and my health came back, and now I'm walking really good again, and life is good, and people are booking me to speak and to travel, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm old. But I want to say to the people out there, especially the ladies that are older, they may not think they could be a part of this group, but I was the oldest person in the whole group, and it was just amazing because I was accepted. People were kind to me, and I just felt like a part of it. I didn't feel like I was some old lady that needed to be in my rocking chair anymore. It just felt really good. So if you're old or if you feel like you've just lost it, this is a place to get it back. That's where I feel that I got it back when I was here. And that made all the difference in the world. And now, because of you, I'm out there starting the Women Entrepreneurs Association, and I got my magazine all around the world, and things are just happening. And it's because I got my confidence back, and that's what I needed. So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful.
We're so inspired by it, Judy, and thank you for a wonderful introduction that has led to the global distribution of the Women Thrive magazine digitally. That is due to start next month. So truly grateful for, again, just bringing opportunities to fellow speakers and back to our community to share. Amazing. Anybody else want to share before we sign out? I know we've gone way over time, but it's always fun and amazing to hang out with you guys.
I want to say something because I have to think that people who are still listening at this point, either they're recording or because you're here, is because maybe you're interested in, should I try this? Is this for me? Like, how do I learn more and whatnot? And I'm going to tell you that this is by far, working with Ray and Abby and the entire team. I mean, Rachel, everyone in her team is just so amazing. I so want to interview him in my podcast about leadership because she had created this amazing empire of people who love what they do, and they do it so beautifully, which is a skill by itself. But I have to tell you, this is by far one of the best decisions I've made in my life. And it's not because I won today, because I was a winner before today, just by the transformation that has happened in me. I came here with a talk and a message. I've been talking professionally, not as an inspirational, motivational, transformational speaker, but in my corporate career, I have talked in front of people. So that's never been a problem for me. But I was stepping into my calling, into my purpose. And I had this message that I want to talk about, but I was scared. And I came with a very, pragmatic message, and it changed throughout the talk. Like I literally changed to the week before the summit. And the summit and the Valencia talks gave me the confidence, as Judy was saying, to say, hey, I really can do this. And so something actually magical happened too. I almost feel like Mel Robbins right now, because in my TEDx talk, I mentioned very briefly something that is a very deep story of my life that I didn't mention it here in the summit either. But that little thing that I kind of hinted the audience with a lot of pain that I wasn't quite ready to talk about, but is really a driving force, is what everybody in that audience followed me after I come off the stage with an outstanding ovation at a TEDx stage and asked me about. And it's like, but I would not have been ready to share that if it wasn't for this community. The love, the container that's made, and it's Ray has crafted for everyone here to be safe. So if you're thinking about it, I'm going to tell you, this is the best thing you're going to do. And I met at that TEDx stage another speaker from one of the first summit. Her name is Natasha, and she's amazing. And she and I were raving about Ray on the dinner table. So there might be other people who gonna apply just because she and I were like, oh my God, best investment ever, best thing we ever did. And she is a 4-time TEDx speaker.
Yeah.
And it all happened after the summit. It's like a cascade effect. If you want to be a public speaker, this is the way to go.
Yeah. Thank you, Carmen. I totally received that. It's beautiful to know. And I don't know. I think so many times people say, it's because of you, it's because of the platform. But I turn it around and always say, it's because of all of you. I always say that we wouldn't have a community without all of you. We wouldn't have this event because of you, because you stepped into it, because you stepped onto that stage to do what you do. And it's collective, right? I'm just driving this mission and vision of women empowerment and bringing along people who share the same passion and the same commitment. And again, co-creating the magic of having the right ethos, the right values, the right intentions, selecting the right people. One of my mentors used to say to me, surround yourself only with quality people. And that's when your life is going to transform. Because when you surround yourself with quality people, conversation is different, motivation is different, right? The drive. I remember before I knew what I wanted to do, I just observed women and what were they doing. And by just observing, that gave me my motivation and inspiration to start something, right? And when you surround yourself with people like that, pay attention. Pay attention, like even in today's proceeds, right? You've heard some women what they did and what worked, what succeeded, how did they succeeded. And I always say success leaves clues. I want you to follow those clues and be inspired by these women, whether you're watching their talks, whether you're watching this right now. Be inspired by them because you will create bigger vision. Last night, before I went to bed, I opened my window and I was looking out the window to the full moon. And I was just channeling, right? How can I create this wonderful community and a platform where there's abundance of opportunities for all? How can we create something for the speakers? How can we create something for our community members? We just about to establish Speakers Academy. How can we train more speakers, but not only to train them and leave them on their own to go and find opportunities to speak on stages? No, how can we create an ecosystem of support, sisterhood, women who've been an alumni and can go back and share something with others who are just starting out? Those women who already have established TV shows, podcasts, magazines, platforms, can they come in and give opportunities for those starting out? Can we exchange these opportunities? And a lot of the times, speakers get paid speaking engagements through the power of referral. Okay. So, what I'm saying here is when you surround yourself with women who are doing amazing things, who are going to places, who are having conversations, who have access to communities and opportunities, that's where you need to be to surround yourself, be part of the conversation, connect with these amazing women, and become known. It also requires you to step into your visibility and your authority, your leadership, your thought leadership. Because when you do that, that's when you get noticed. That's when your name gets mentioned in rooms where you haven't stepped into. That's where the magic starts to be created. And Carmen said, meeting one of our other speakers just randomly. It wasn't random because, it was just magically orchestrated that you both ended up there. But I'm forever inspired, and all of you ladies inspire me every day to do this. And I've certainly went through quite a few months of just relentless tunnel vision, focus, commitment, dedication, sacrifice. And honestly, after the summit, I was like, I'm just going to take a break. But you never really take a break from your purposeful work. And I'm just so happy to be back and to continue to co-create with you. So congratulations to all of our winners. You're all winners. For those who have been nominated, even if you didn't win today, that is not indication of your greatness and your success and what is yet to come. Abigail, thank you so much. Anything you want to share before we close out?
You're welcome, and thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. I also wanted to congratulate Laura as well, Laura Westcott. Laura, I know that your camera's off, so I'm not inviting you on, but Laura's just stepped in as a speaker on the 2025 Summit stage. So congratulations and welcome on board. I'm so glad that you found this whole experience inspirational. And yeah, if, you know, really going on the back of, I mean, how can I follow Carmen and her wonderful testimonial? But just on the back of that, if you are interested in being a part of the Women Thrive Summit 2025, if something inside of you has been moved and stirred and inspired, and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I can do that, I'd love to do that, then please reach out to us and we'd love to have a conversation with you.
And so pretty sharing, asking, you know, there are phenomenal women. That's the point. And you are one of them. You know, if you're accepted, you are one of them. Don't be afraid of the process. Don't be afraid of putting yourself out there for whatever opportunity you might be kind of thinking, am I good enough? We heard from Judy earlier, right? Am I good enough? You are enough as you are. And in this space, I treat everyone as equals. I treat everyone as amazing, unique, phenomenal. I see the greatness in every single woman that I cross paths with, and you will be supported. And I want to encourage you, ladies, to seek out safe spaces to be part of. Seek out safe spaces where you can share your story, because not every space is a safe space. Be discerning when you're sharing your story and when you're stepping into places that you share the same values with that community, with the people there, and that the space has been held for you. And it's really important. And I remind that to our speakers as well, because after the summit, they all go off to do many wonderful things, and they think that every stage will be same way, safe space. And I just want to say, not every stage is like that. We create this space intentionally as a safe space for women to participate in and for women to speak in, because a lot of times we talk about trauma and healing, personal experiences, transformation, overcoming very difficult things in life. And that requires a certain amount of opening of your heart, right? And when you do that, it requires a safe space. It requires your audience to understand that this is the kind of space where that happens. So yeah, just having that awareness. But that's it, I digress. Much love to you all. We are going to be seeing you all hopefully at the next networking event that happens beginning first Thursday of every month. The next one is in May. We are going to be doing some showcase events, which you're welcome to join if you do join the membership, or if you're just interested to have a chat and see how you could be part of community one way or the other, whichever way suits you. Feel free to get in touch, send us an email. Happy to hop on a call and just see what is the right thing for you within the platform. And we certainly have a lot of support and collaboration for all of you ladies. Much love. Congratulations to all of our winners today. And I look forward to announcements tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Thanks, Abigail, for hosting. Thanks, Keely. Thanks, Carmen. Hi. Thank you, Rania. Thanks, Judy, Alzbeta, Antonia, Jinda, Laura, Tanya, Pretty, Terror. Thank you all so much. And we look forward to seeing you very soon again. Take care.